Hello, good morning, good evening. Welcome to Gotham by Night. It's been quite an eventful week, hasn't it? And I think it's time that the players started to come upon certain discoveries through the resources that they've been investigating into certain incidents. Our first scene takes us to a stormy, rainy night where a very, very nice car is pulling up to the Elysium of Gotham City, Clock Tower Hotel, one of the nicest in all of Gotham, where a certain figure steps out. Mistress Tatiana, you have arrived in Elysium.
Yes. I thought it was a private meeting.
Private meeting with the prince. He's in Elysium now.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, she's going to step outside of her car. And by step outside, I mean, okay, the guard's opening the door for her, obviously. Um. And she will proceed inside the building.
We proceed inside the hotel, and it is lavishing, as always. It is 6 floors. Prince is on the 6th floor, up near the clock tower, and each and every room is just very lavishing. There aren't too many people here right now. However, you can see a few familiar faces, a few familiar vampires here or there. Nothing really massively out of the ordinary. Um, yeah, there doesn't seem to be anyone of note nearby.
Okay, one sec, because I was just picking out my attire for the evening. So you're either fabulous or you're not, you know? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. That will do. Uh, so this is the little number that she's wearing at Elysium, because when you're rich, you flaunt it.
You go throughout the Elysium, and there are some vampires that give you looks, some vampires that ignore you. Most of them are doing their own set of business. You take the elevator on up to the 6th floor. A rather beautiful view of Gotham, if one could call it beautiful. Not too much different than that picture you have in the background right there.
Hmm.
As you rise up to the 6th floor, you go toward the prince's office that you've been to.
Check your PM real quick, because I forgot to ask that before.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I will exit the elevator. I assume he has an office there, correct?
Yes, there is an office down the hallway.
Is there someone outside uh of the office at the moment?
Uh, no, there is no one outside the office, and no, Amachan, we cannot hear you.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
You knock,
Immersion.
and you hear a voice. Come on in.
I'll open the door and go in. Is the prince alone in there?
Yep, he is literally sitting alone, smoking a cigar.
I will approach him. Um,
Tatiana, good to see you again.
Good evening, Jonathan. How
Oh,
are you?
quite a week. Quite a week, eh?
Quite a few weeks, I'd say, but
Well, I
understatement.
got Well, I got to tell you, it has been one shitty week here in Gotham City. And he walks on over the window and looks down. But, oh well, that's business. You
Well,
got some good days, you got some bad days.
she will put her purse on the edge of his desk and she will pretty much follow where he is by the window. And he will greet him with, the kiss on the cheek, the cross cheeky thing that rich people do.
He greets you normally and sits down, kind of looks out, and then he says, "So, why don't we get on to business at hand then? Anyway, Tatiana, I understand there have been some very nasty rumors going around about you."
Aren't there always?
Chuckles at that one. He pauses and he says, "Well, personally, as I told you, brother, I really don't,
Speaking of
follow
my
these rumors."
brother, Jonathan, was that really necessary?
Well, it actually was due to my master plan here. Believe me, there is a method to my madness.
I do not doubt that, but.
It's okay. At the end of this meeting, I'm going to have to throw you out the door.
Well, why don't you just throw me to the wolves and they can throw their accusations at me? I can debate them.
I actually plan to do that, but not yet. Not yet. We need to wait for the right time.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Okay. Well, well, your this part of the thing is when our meeting is over and I throw you out the door and I'm going to act very very angry and yell at you and pretend like we're losing favor with one another. But you see,
Mm-hmm.
we're actually going to be working behind the scenes to deal with a problem we've had. I'm sure you've heard about the masquerade violations that the Riddler is causing, and I would love you and your brother to actually find it. I assigned him a personal task to go out and try and find the Riddler, and I understand you have some things on your hands, so I didn't quite assign it to you yet. But I am going to need the Riddler either dead, bonded, or brought to me.
Oh, yes, I completely agree with that. We've been on his track for quite some time now, but he's just always 2 steps ahead. So far, at least.
Yeah, it's because the guy's got sorcery.
Do you have intel on what he is?
Yeah, I've been having Anna look into it. I've been having a couple of the Circle of the Crone look into it. And yeah, he's got some kind of sorcery that he does.
I'll say he was able to take Credit for a ride. For one, who knows what else?
Well, I gave Creed contacts to my enforcer and to my spy master. We'll help you get this done a bit quicker, shall we say. And as I said, there might even be a personal touch.
Go
A
on.
personal reward, if you will. The personal reward is a little bit of a surprise. However, if you do this for me and go get the Riddler, I will owe you both a major boon, courtesy of the Prince of the City.
Well, my dear, that's an extra bonus, 'cause I was going after the Riddler anyway.
Well, good. Then we all have an understanding and everything should be fine. Now, as for these little ploy that I had to do with you and your brother, I assure you, there is a method to my madness. Don't worry about that. However, I want you to remember one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You exist because I say so. Your business exists because I say so. And everything that happens here happens because I say so. Now, don't get me wrong. You are good business partners, and you're both good associates. But if either one of you ever tries to steer me wrong, and he just snaps his fingers, that's
My
that.
dear, Have I ever misled you?
No. But Tatiana, we are immortal, and we can be very, very patient.
Hmm. I think you know me a lot better than that.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You never know with our kin.
Well,
But
I
nonetheless.
think that you know I'm smart enough not to be on your bad side.
Ah, there you Now you're using your head. But I figured you and your brother always use your heads anyway, so that's good. Now, he sets a card down the desk. He's like, that is information to my enforcer and spy master, and I'm also going to give you some resources and some locations that we've been discovering. Creed is probably going to investigate his old home that Enigma used back when he worked at Crane Industries.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, as for the really nasty rumors going around between you and supposed lupine, um, I don't really care. I mean,
Well,
for, it,
I won't sway away from it. These rumors are true.
of course, and I don't care. Like I said, you can fuck whoever you want to fuck. I mean, what business is that of mine? It's bad for business when you start critiquing people on who they want to spend time with. Anyway, there
Well,
are mostly
believe me,
people.
I know there are people that frown upon it, and I believe I know the reason why. And it has nothing to do with who I'm fucking.
Indeed, and a lot of people are traditionalists here, which I'm trying to weed and root out. But, like I said, I don't care. However, I need to keep up the appearance that I do care, just for certain aspects of this job. So, with our business here concluded, then he looks over at the door and he's like, oh, dang, that was fine mahogany, too.
Do you have to do this physically?
He looks at you with that kind of face of, I'll try not to damage the dress.
Fair enough.
He walks forward to you, and it looks like he's going to grab you by the scruff of your neck, but then he realizes that you're wearing a dress, so he's like, huh, I'm going to have to do this bridal style. He picks you up bridal style, and he chucks you through the door. Let me go ahead and make a roll for that.
I'm gonna roll for landing.
Sure, dexterity athletics.
Oh god. Oh shit, I need to open my character sheet. Ah! God damn it.
And he's got Vigor 5 activated, so this is an auto 5
Oh,
hits.
for fuck's sake. Dexterity.
Yeah, even if you only roll one success, Vigor makes everything lethal.
Granted, he's not trying to do damage, he's trying to make it look like something.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
What the fuck?
That was my alarm that was supposed to
Okay,
go off
well,
earlier.
I got two successes on my landing.
So he got 7. You're easily able to do the landing with him holding back, and with you rolling for that good landing. You are thrown through the door, and you land good, but you make it look like you rolled.
Yeah.
And then he immediately starts screaming profanities at you, saying, "You're a whore, bitch, whatever. Get out of
Well,
my office."
I hope he also throws me my bag because I left it on his desk.
He'll literally throw it and he'll hit you in the face.
Well, I will pick it up. I will, dust off my shoulder and put my nose up and leave.
Yeah, good riddance to you. And you can see, Tatiana, roll me a wits plus composure.
uh, One success.
Yep. You notice that there was someone standing in the hallway. Perhaps they were obfuscated earlier. But the moment you look up and try and get a facial recognition, they go back, and you can't see them anymore.
Well, I will go inside the elevator and smile at the camera.
Smile at the camera, and the elevator goes down. Back to the first floor.
I will.
It's at this point that you walk by someone somewhat familiar.
Do I have any personal connections with her? Or just in
Uh,
passing?
just in passing, she's does a little more connections with your brother because she is one of the Carthacian high ups.
Mm-hmm. Before I do that, let me do a manipulation subterfuge thing to pretend I'm pissed off.
Okay, I'll roll for her thing.
That be empathy.
Wow! Ooh, I'm good, bitch. Look at all them tens.
All right, so
Wow, I think that's an
you
exceptional success.
that is an exceptional success. You sell it like beautifully. She kind of comes up to you and she says, "Is everything all right, Mistress Tatiana? Good to see you again, by the way."
Miss Bennet, not the best moment.
So I see. Well,
How may I help you?
nothing. I had something to discuss with you about your brother, but if this is a bad time, I can talk with you at a later time.
If it's concerning my brother, there is no better time.
Well then, why don't we come and have a drink, so to speak? What happened up there?
Forgive me, my dear, but that is not really something that would concern you.
Ah, I understand perfectly. Forgive me. It's a habit of my clan.
Oh, yes, I understand. I don't take it personally. You shouldn't either. So please, what's going on with my brother?
Hold on a sec. She's gonna do a little sleight of hand here, and she's already got 5 hits successful. So 7 hits. Um, roll me a wits and composure.
Wow, 4 successes.
Yeah, not
And
enough,
three.
sadly.
Yeah, but
Um,
there are 3 tens, man.
yep. You see her move, but you don't see the glass appear in her hand before you and holding it out to you. You see her arm kind of twitch, but then the next thing you know, her arm is up in front of you holding a glass of wine. Blood wine, of course.
Mm-hmm. She'll take the wine.
And you literally see her do the same exact movement, but then a wine glass just appears in her hand. And she's like, "Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, I wanted to ask. I know supposedly that there was some trouble and really nasty and unheartfelt rumors about you and your brother, but I want to tell you that you always have my support because I am not one for pathetic traditional ways that do not work anymore."
Well, there are always rumors about us that prefer to live in the present and not the past.
Exactly. So I guess I'll leave you then with your night, just with one little thing.
Please go on.
Well, how familiar are you with Native American legends?
It is not my field of expertise. I'm guessing out of character that has to do with occult.
Yes, intelligence occult.
Yeah, no.
But she hasn't told you. She hasn't told you what it is yet. She says, "How familiar are you with the legend of Unt Lunta?"
Not familiar at all, I'm afraid.
They are known as skinwalkers.
Upon hearing that word, she kind of twitches a little bit, but tries to control it afterwards because she doesn't want to let on that it's something that she has heard recently. And
She kind of raises an eyebrow at you and then lowers it. She says, "It's. Have you had any odd sightings recently?
depends on what you consider odd sightings.
People being in places they shouldn't be?"
Well, I may have heard some speculations, but that's about it. Nothing really solid.
She does a long pause. "Well, here's my number. Let me know if anything comes up." She finishes off her wine and then clinks the glass next to yours and gives you a little nod and goes and once again she moves, but you only catch the start of the movement
Mm-hmm.
and she's just gone.
She will pretend to take a sip from the wine and then she's going to leave it and start walking towards
Mm-hmm.
the exit.
Roll me a willpower.
Two successes.
Okay.
Can you?
Um, you
Hello.
yeah we can hear you
Oh,
now.
thank you. My
Um,
apologies. Okay.
we can you smell the wine and it's really good blood. Be ashamed to waste it.
Ah, fine, I'll
And
just down
and
it. Whatever.
yeah, it's not vampire blood. It's not tainted in any way.
I'll just drink
From
it
the look
then.
from the looks of it, since you got a nice perception roll earlier, you also noticed that apparently she gave you one of the bottles that was down below from the bar where you're sitting now.
Mm-hmm.
So she literally walked behind past the bartender without him seeing and got you some of the good stuff without anyone seeing.
And what am I supposed to do with it? My purse is tiny.
Well, no, that's the thing is that she just gave you the drink. I mean, you can take it with you if you want. It's no big
Oh.
deal.
Oh no, I don't want to take it because I don't know how to take it
Sure.
out of the place. Where am I going to put it? Up my ass? Huh. Sorry.
So you
Anyway,
continue. Yeah, so you continue back to your club. Now, there are several things that can happen here. As you're on your way back to the club for you and William to go do your thing, Mata-chan or Mr. Nathaniel Hightower, you can be at one of two places. You can be heading to the club as well, or you can be at your home.
I'm gonna be posh and be at my home watching Netflix
Okay, you're at
with
your home.
with pajamas on.
for
You're
real.
you're at your home watching Netflix. Roll me a wits plus composure, please.
Netflix is just has the awful stuff, which needs my composure. Dice. I can't find about
Top, top.
It's right
top.
on the
Okay,
top. I had it
thank
put
you.
there.
Wait, just a second. I need to.
Yeah, I like that they changed that, so now we're not fishing through all the channels.
Yeah, thank you.
They should
You're welcome.
maybe rename initiative to initiative, but that's minor.
So you said wits and composure, right?
Yes.
Guess how many dice I have in that? 5. I have 1 success, I think.
And
Okay.
you also have it's a perception roll, so if you have stuff that modifies that, keep that in mind too.
I have Auspex too, but nothing else that modifies, I think.
Okay. Well, because you're a vampire, your senses are multiplied, like how far everything works by aspects, but it's
I,
not like a.
I am very new with this, so I'm just gonna let Brandon do whatever the fuck he wants. I'm
Okay.
very new in WAD.
It's probably just with composure, unless you took a couple specific merits like acute senses.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But he does have aspects too. You hear a little bit of a creak of a board.
He gets up and puts some pants on, and then tries to look at the creek.
You see on one of your nightstands small letter sealed with a wax seal.
He opens the letter immediately.
Hello, Mr. Hightower. I think it's time that you started paying back your debt to me. I would like the first part of this debt to be done in person. However, I unfortunately am out of the city at the moment and will be unable to talk with you. However, I understand that some of your associates might be going after someone that I find truly despicable. If you could aid them in this matter, that would be most appreciated. I will talk with you in person when the time comes. Signed, Ra.
He
It
didn't
just
knew
says
his
Ra.
name.
It,
Yeah,
ju-
he
it just says
didn't.
Ra.
Yeah, he didn't knew his name. So like, I actually wanted to ask you this question. Do we know the villains and the heroes in this game?
Only a few.
Okay, so do we know Mr. Does he know Mr. Ra? Because he is not a very
Oh,
like
he's like known by no one.
exactly. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
Okay,
literally in the shadows. Yeah,
yeah,
no
he's
one
the
knows who that
shadow.
is.
Nathaniel nods and gets some pants on, gets some t-shirt, like gets his shirt, and then gets his jacket, gets his knife, and he's ready. And then, um, I don't know how Resources 5 entails, but I already said I have a Porsche, so I'm just gonna get my Porsche.
Oh, Recourse is 5. You can have whatever car you want, man.
I think yeah, he will just be like, "Yo, I'm going." Very slowly though. He doesn't have a lot of drive. So he's just gonna go and basically park in front of
Okay,
the club
so you're heading to
and
the club.
yeah, throw the car to the valet and say, "Wash the car." If he says, "I don't wash the car," he will just, "No, you do."
Um,
My kind of guy.
so Tatiana will arrive first at the
Yeah.
club,
First
and
things you
everyone
will
else
do
will.
actually is go upstairs and change.
Mhm.
To something more appropriate. Everyday outfit, like this. Chanel. That's my everyday life.
Holy.
Tatiana,
Yes.
you see Nathaniel come in through the door, and then you see him say, "Oh, sorry," closes the door.
You have to elaborate on that.
No, you literally saw him open the door to
What
your
door?
office.
Oh. Well, I
Yeah,
wasn't
door.
changing in my office,
Well,
obviously.
wherever you were, the office door. when you get back into the office and you're getting ready to do business, that's when you see him open the door and he says, "Oh, sorry."
Just gonna
Closes
say
the door.
one thing. I really apologize to for like cutting off, but Christine, he wouldn't say no. like, like he wouldn't say sorry at all. He would just be like, "Oh, you're changing. Haha, nice. Let me watch."
I know,
So,
I know. I'm just.
I don't think that he would. I think he would knock though.
He would.
yes, he would.
He would. Yeah, I know. Go ahead. Continue the scene. Door is closed.
So do you knock?
He does knock.
Well, since he has changed, she will go and open the door herself. Because the guards are downstairs at the moment.
He gives
Oh,
a nod. Calls you by, what he normally calls you by.
Stop!
He
Yeah.
says,
Well, he can say what he say.
"No, he's. Well,
Oh.
in case you hadn't figured it out, he's not there."
Oh
So,
my god.
that's
he,
why I said he wouldn't say sorry. That's why you would get suspicious because it's not him.
he does.
Oh. Okay, so what does happen then? The first one that he says sorry or not?
Oh no, yeah, he said sorry. Closed the door and everything.
Okay, yes, he would get suspicious at that. Like, first of all, he would have knocked. Second of all, he wouldn't have left.
Mm-hmm.
She will pick up her phone and call him.
Pick up your phone, and you do not hear any ringing outside the door, but you do hear. Actually, roll me what's his composure. See if you hear this, because Nathaniel's just now arriving
Well,
at the base.
Yeah, but I don't think my hearing is that good to hear it from downstairs. There's.
If you get a good enough roll,
I
it will
mean,
be.
yeah, but the office is pretty well soundproofed, man. See,
Yeah, no.
that soundproofing worked.
Right. So, Talon, you were going to say something?
The other guy just explained it in Discord. I was like, so are these like actual physical people or apparitions? And that answered it. So
So, Tatiana, you hear no phone ring outside your door. But, Hightower, your phone is ringing. It's Tatiana.
Hello,
Nate, where are you?
I'm at your bar downstairs. What's wrong? I'm getting a drink for myself.
Can you please get upstairs right now?
He starts running because, and he's just like, "I'm coming," and he starts running.
Okay. Just a moment. Everyone in the bar area who's there sees him go running upstairs.
I don't believe Talen's been properly introduced to him yet, so he wouldn't follow.
Okay. Um. Hightower, as you get up the stairs, you see Tatiana's two guards standing outside the door. Or I'm sorry, you see Jared standing outside the door.
He doesn't know who these guys are because he never knew. Like I was not told. So he just says, Tatiana calling me to come upstairs. I am going upstairs.
Oh yeah, security. Just probably something. Go on in, check.
I don't know. I'm just getting cold and see you later. He like tries to open the door.
Yeah, he stands out of your way. He's not even in your way.
Okay, he just goes up immediately to near her.
Nathaniel enters the room without knocking.
No, he will knock this time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Like if this is like the room that she's in, he will actually completely. He wouldn't enter without knocking, and he would knock. Then after like 2 seconds, he would open the door.
Come in.
He does come in.
You see that she's a bit shaken up.
What's going on?
Something strange just happened. The door opened, and I could have sworn it was you, but whoever it was just said sorry, closed the door, and left. That's not something you do.
Someone stole my face. Do you have cameras?
Yeah?
Let's check them from the cameras. If
Alright.
you
She
want
will
to call
go.
Creed, you want to call Creed. You should know if someone wearing my face around here because he knows me.
Give me a second. And she will go on the desk and she will call Jared.
Jared picks up the phone.
Mr. Sherman.
Jared picks up his phone. Yes, mistress?
Jared, I want you to send any footage from the camera outside my office. From now until for the last 30 minutes.
Mistress,
Yes.
why am I standing outside your office?
Where should you be standing, Jared?
I'm in the camera room right now. I was doing an update on our sweeps. Mistress, why am I in front of your office?
Something isn't right. Okay, I want you to send a message to Jason at the bar. Tell him that there's a what do you call this? Shape changer or something? And warn Caleb. Try to make sure that he doesn't show anything.
Copy that, mistress.
Can I use Auspex 1 and see, just to say, ask one question, which is, what the fuck is going on? With Auspex 1, I think like I can understand my
Oh,
surroundings.
yeah, yeah,
get
yeah.
clues.
You can easily
Thank you.
hear her.
I will roll my 5 dice then. Like, it says like the beast focuses on danger and weakness. I don't know.
Yeah,
If,
you actually have 6 dice for this.
I think the thing that you're gonna sense is that Tatiana is fucking terrified at the moment.
no, like I know, but like basically, can we spend willpower on this? Can I spend willpower on this?
You could if you wanted
Sure.
to.
Thank you. I want to.
So-
Willpower adds 3 dice. It doesn't.
Ah, not automatic success. Okay, I
No,
didn't
it
know
adds
that.
3 dice.
I have a botch, but there was no botch in this game. Yeah, I have fail. I think.
Actually.
Actually,
Is there?
no, hold on. Let me talk. Jeez.
Okay,
Okay.
never mind. I'm sorry.
So, when you fail a roll, as a player, you actually have an opportunity to get a beat. When you get 5 beats, you get an XP.
I spend
If
a
you fa- if you-
willpower.
If you
Oh,
fail
yeah.
the roll
Mhm.
and it's a failure, you can choose to make it a critical failure, and you can get an automatic beat.
Mhm.
But it's a critical failure.
I'm not gonna have a critical failure on
Do
this one
it!
because.
Do it! Do
Okay,
it!
I'm getting critical failure. Fuck it.
Okay, so you get a beat. Once you get 5 beats with your
Mhm.
aspirations or other words, you get 1 XP that adds to your monthly XP at the end of the month.
Okay, I will.
So, go ahead and
Add
write down you
beat.
got a beat.
Mhm.
On
So-
Aspects 1, if
Mhm.
you're going by the book,
Yeah.
he gets his question still answered, but he gets false information or presented a warped version
Yes.
of the truth.
Yes. So, what what Mr. Hightower hears is that Tatiana's guard is outside the door, and that there is an imposter in the camera room, and that there is someone named. Hold on, I gotta say this backwards. Nosage in the in the club.
Immediately he says, "There's a Nosage in this goddamn." He like shakes his head and he says, "There's a Nosage in this bar," and at
What?
this Nosage, he looks at you like no, of course Nosage. It's like because like like how he has this like confident and like I know what I'm saying type of attitude. He just says Nosage, and your camera room. The guy is who's there is imposter.
No, 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 no. The guy in the camera room is not an imposter. The guy outside
I'm
the
sure
door
he is.
is.
I am sure the guy.
Sweetheart, no. He's not.
This is your bar. I respect your choice. He says that, but like, I'm gonna totally question that guy. He's like thinking like I'm totally gonna question that guy in the future, not just now, but maybe yeah. Okay.
Well, let's wait and see if Jason can do something. Will Jason call back at the intercom, or will he go check something? What's gonna happen?
So what are you doing?
I'm waiting for Jason.
So, Jason's eventually going to come up the stairs. Gonna look. Quiet on the other side of the door. Jason then opens the door and says, Tatiana, we got an imposter.
That's not
And then
him.
you see two Jasons walk in. And the other Jason at the hallway is looking at him like, uh damn. I look really fucking good.
Hightower in his head, he's like, I guess they're killing both of them, but no, I'm not.
Oh
But
no.
yeah, no, he is not. He just says it in his mind.
Oh.
But he like his hand goes to inside of his jacket, like he is holding a knife.
Actually, if I see that, I'm going to actively stop him from doing that. Like, I'm gonna place my hand on his so that he won't.
Then he won't pull the knife. He is like his hand inside of his jacket, but he
Uh,
doesn't pull it out.
I think I might want to try my new little trick on this new guy. On the imposter,
Jason,
not the real Jason.
Well, there's two Jasons and they're kind of looking at each other right now. One of the Jasons looks at you and he looks back at you and he says, Here, Tatiana, this will be how you can distinguish us. And he pulls out a knife and he cuts along the side of his arm just a little bit. And he's like, Ha, take that, imposter. Imposter reaches to his pocket, pulls out a knife, does the exact same thing. And Jason's like, didn't think of that.
Well, here's the thing. Jason would not call me on a first name basis. He would not have barged in without knocking. He knows better. So, I can pretty much determine who is the not Jason.
All right.
So, what is the
Hey, okay, hold on a sec. I just got to make sure there's not going to be a buttload of magic thrown around here.
um
Okay, so hold on a sec, because there are multiple things happening at the moment. Jason gets ready to square off with this imposter. And downstairs, outside, something is happening. Your guards, Jared gives you a call, Mistress. He says, Mistress, we got a problem. Things are about to get hot.
you don't say.
There's a whole lot of gang members approaching the club. Jokers from the looks of them.
That's rough.
Well, call the cops and call on
Already-
reinforcements.
Already done, mistress. We're getting the guns ready. And oh shit, you hear him kind of cut off.
Jared?
Yeah, something. That looks like. Dang, is that an anti-tank rifle?
Oh my god, you're gonna pull that shit.
It's at this point you hear one of the alarm bells that your security is now put in sounded, and all of your guests who are not combat oriented are going to the safe rooms. However, all of the characters that are downstairs, which is all of the other players, hear this alarm go off.
Oh, we're
And
there.
Yep, and you immediately hear gunshots outside. Yes, you're all
I
there.
think I just assumed everyone's at the club, which is kind of okay.
Okay, oof. We need to get Jason here. I need my bird protected. Priorities, right?
You get a new fucking bird.
Let's just say that Dr. Class and William just got here before the Jokers arrived.
Yes.
Look at it this way:
That's what
that
I'm
bird's
looking
in the club, and it's her bird.
someone
So
who's
if
a
anybody had
rebel,
animalism,
Esther spent a lot of time at her club.
yeah.
Same. Someone who doesn't drink, I sure spent a lot of time at clubs.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Like, well, there's nowhere else.
you don't need to drink.
None of the other scenes
I-
are.
It's art. You see dances and arty stuff. For fuck's sake.
There's also shows and music. There's more stuff to do there than bang and drink.
It's not a
I
banging
mean, Talon wouldn't know about
place.
any of this. He's just there to experience society at its best. Yeah, we'll go with that.
He's like, society is good.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying I'm surprised that I haven't been barred from the club yet.
Well, you're on thin ice, let's say.
Can I say what's going on? Like, only thing I heard was like a bunch of people was coming.
Yeah, gang
bunch of
members.
Joker thugs.
Seemingly from the Joker. What does the Joker have to do with me anyway? Okay.
You're
Hold on
rich
a
and
moment.
powerful.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll also text Bruce Wayne that some shit is happening at my club.
So
Damn,
you are
she's got Bruce's
using.
number.
So you are using friends in high places, Merritt.
Yes.
Okay, I'll mark that down.
Yes. I'm going to pretty much send him a text that my club is about to be attacked by Joker's gang. Any suggestions? I'll pretty much just send that.
I mean, you got Batman on speed dial. That is the suggestion.
I don't know. He's Batman.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I know that he pulls strings and what he does brings Batman. Let's say I might know that, but can you tell me, Brandon, that imposters, composers, and resolve? So I have it ready.
Hey, Anthony, just in time to be shot.
Yay!
No, you're
Fun
gonna
time.
protect my
Okay, so
Barbies.
first things first, I need to declare what is happening.
Mhm.
So there is a lot of gunshots happening outside. The front door explodes open.
I think
And
it's insured.
and a buttload of Joker thugs come walking in. Not like actually not a massive amount, but like, a couple, because most of them are fighting outside because Tatiana's security is shooting them in the face. The goons kind of surround every every person who's in the club right now is getting guns pointed at him. And
Talon's not entirely sure what these are, other than that they shoot. He's not actually
Yep.
seen one operate, so.
and
They're
Creed,
bodies.
Creed,
Yeah, that's the obvious thing here.
Talon and Creed actually are the only ones who notice this. Talon and Creed, some of these goons are vampires.
All the mortals are in safe rooms. Anybody who can't defend themselves is in a safe room, correct?
And then
Okay.
with a very interesting flair as the goons part way, a very interesting face comes in.
Of course.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It turns out for tonight's club, we are tonight's entertainment. Now, all of you can sit down and shut up, and you'll all be okay. We're all going to have a good time tonight. And with that, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Getting killed left and right. Oh yeah.
I got chills of multiplying.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I think I got the same thing as I got last time.
Oh my god, 3 11s. What the fuck?
I got 11 again. I had that last time too.
I got fucking
What's the
6.
initiative? How do we roll initiative in this game? Is it like what's your
One,
next?
1d10, 1d10 plus
1d10.
wits and dex.
Plus dexterity and composure in
Dexterity
Pacific.
composure.
Yeah, but dexterity and
It's-
exposure. So.
Okay, I think I got 7 because I think I also add vigor. No, celerity. I also add celerity.
Oh, I add my
Celerity.
celerity too?
Yeah.
You,
Yes.
No.
Then I'm
you can
7.
You can spend a blood to
Oh.
add to say I go first.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nah,
okay.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, celerity's persistent effects with the devotion adds to your dexterity, I think. Grab it real quick.
No,
Oh.
it just adds to your defense. It doesn't add to your dexterity.
To your
total.
range.
Oh,
Yeah,
and you can apply your celerity's defense to firearms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will
Okay,
mute again.
so who hasn't rolled? William rolled. I rolled.
Yep. And we also had a
Atlas
bunch of people
rolled.
that like rolled
Ahmed-chan
in
rolled.
different channels. So hold on a second.
Yeah, this is not where we roll. This is where we. Okay, I need some specifications. Uh, Nathaniel and Creed, what is your dexterities, peoples?
-3.
Creed?
2.
Okay, so Nathaniel first and Creed. William, Class, and Talon, what are your dexterities?
I'll be
3.
right back.
3.
Okay, again.
2.
Okay, so you're last.
Talon has 3 dexterity.
3 as well.
Okay, what do we do after the thing?
Wits.
Wits. Okay, who has
God
bigger
damn it, I want
wits?
to be in on that one. I'm good at
Jesus.
that.
I have 3.
Talon?
3. I have 3 hits as well. And I've got 3 composures, so.
Okay, roll chance dice then.
Yeah. Both of you roll 1d10. Whoever gets higher. I swear to God, if you fuckers roll the
Another
exact same thing, I'm
5.
gonna
Alright.
murder your
You're
ass.
rolling in
say-
the wrong place.
Okay.
I got a
William,
You
said
William
initiative,
goes.
so-
William
Okay,
goes
so William
first.
goes first, and
Right, the initiative.
and
It's not every
Anthony's
roll, right?
first. Holy shit! Anthony's first.
Gotta protect those birds, man.
Yeah, sure. If you don't want me to protect any of the humanoids and mammals, more than happy to. No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean,
Okay,
you're paid
initi-
for the fur.
Guys,
for birds.
shh. Initiative order is up. Please, no one roll in the initiative anymore. That's usually where we put initiative, not where we roll it. Okay. You almost had that. I just need to put. You need to put Joker and Goons. Goons got 3. Joker got 13.
Okay, one sec.
And then
Oh fuck. Sorry.
let me
one,
roll.
one,
And then,
one second.
yeah, let me roll for doppelganger as well. Sorry.
I'm using a
do it.
reflexive action.
How much was the goons?
3.
And what else do we have?
Then there's the there's the imposter who got 14, and then Jason got 7.
Ooh. And Jason 7. Okay. Damn, cluster fuck.
How many goons are actually like? Is this place really crowded right now? Like it's just full of people?
Just letting you guys know too. After this fight, you're all getting 2 XP.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Buddy.
So that being said,
If we survive.
don't get angry at me when pain starts to come.
Oh, I can't wait for the pain.
I was not prepared for this.
It's fine. You have a new character who's shit at combat near you. It's okay.
I'm good at either, but I can only be one at a time.
Oh god. Oh god.
Do I want to go around chopping people's heads off, or do I want to heal everybody?
You're gonna be probably healing everybody, because, yeah.
Okay, I will not be using my new power. I will be kicking ass instead.
So Talon, I have a reflexive action to mark the Joker with needs must. I'm spending this HD.
All right, you do it.
If an action is called instant,
Then it
Is it
happens
like-
on your turn.
okay. If it's reflexive,
So-
you can do it whenever.
So a reflective action is an action that doesn't take hardly any time or thoughts, and you can do it pretty much whenever within reason. And instant action is the thing that you do on your turn. On your turn, you can use your move and your instant action,
Thank
and then your
you a lot.
reflexive you can also do there too. Some stuff can change when you act or how you act, but for the most part, that's the rule of thumb. You can hold your action or to use it in reaction to something else, such as like when this door opens, I'm gonna shoot kind of thing. Or you can hold it for an entire round, and then the round after that, you can act whenever you please.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm ready whenever everyone's ready.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
I have no armor.
So do I.
Same.
Yay for me having armor.
Do I take damage or do
I have
do damage?
2, but I wasn't expecting a battle in my fucking claw.
Yeah, I have 2 armor.
I've got 1-3 from the Kevlar. But that's under my hoodie, so all anyone sees is this like street kid who's scrambling for his bow that
Anthony,
may have been returned to him.
Anthony, you move first.
You're muted.
Jason, you are first.
He muted himself again.
How many different things
Please
does he do?
describe Anthony's situation, because this really depends on
is-
where he
you
is,
are-
on how many people are around him. You know.
I will get you. Damn. Okay. You are at the bar. There are about 4 or 5 goons kind of surrounding you guys with shotguns. And there is the Joker who has stepped in and did his little announcement thing. You guys are all about maybe 10, 15 yards away. Most of the people are at the bar or around. In terms of players.
Gotcha. And the Joker said that if everyone sits their asses down, they just might survive this.
Mm-hmm.
What does my character know about the Joker? You know, about similar instances in the past.
Yeah, he's done this before. Typically, he tends to end with bodies.
In other words, his words are worth jack shit.
Yes.
It's the Joker, man. You
Okay, fuck it. Shifting into Krynos. This is all in. Fuck it, do or die. It was nice knowing you guys.
We will remember you as the badass.
Yeah.
Better not die.
Shifting into Krynos and going for the boss. Because if my guy's going down, he wants to get the Joker's head.
Okay, spending an essence to go into Krynos, and you're going straight for
Yep.
the Joker. This will be a
Yep.
melee attack then? Okay,
Yes.
his defense... Let's see, what is his defense here? What is your dice pool to hit with melee right now? With the additives? Because I believe you get a plus... I think you get a +1 to... No, you're in Krynos, so you get a +2 to strength. So it's
Yep.
strength plus brawl.
3 plus 6 plus... that's a pool of 8. Just let me roll that. Difficulty 8, I take it.
Hold on, because I have to subtract his defense. So
Oh.
you will roll 2 dice.
Okay, 2d10. Got it.
Yep.
Difficulty 8.
Holy shit.
It's getting real.
Okay. Now, as a reaction, he gets to hit you. What is your defense, Anthony?
Gotta love the rights of
I'm so not fucking prepared for this.
defense
Yeah.
Your defense is your dexterity plus your athletics.
the lowest of your wizard decks plus
Yeah.
athletics. Unless you have something that punches.
7, if I remember correctly.
Right, and then you're also in Krynos.
Yep.
Okay, so he only rolls 3 dice. It's 2 hits.
Holy fuck.
We were playing
So-
like good old DC, and then just turned into 40k now.
So, Anthony, as you dive by to slash at him, he ducks with inhuman speed and slashes. I'm going to say slashes with emphasis. Slashes, almost like he's a slasher, at Joker's, not Joker's, Anthony's midsection. And he does... because of your reduction damage, Anthony, he does 1 lethal to you as he cuts you.
Okay, I'm still in the game.
Let's see here. All right, now it is Imposter's turn. So, Tatiana,
Yes.
as this Jason kind of looks around and sees that the jig is up, he shrugs, holds out both of his hands toward you and Hightower, and massive amounts of mud comes flying out of his hands. I'm gonna need, let's see, this is a ranged grapple check.
Can
So-
I try and dodge it?
Hey, it's Clayface.
So let's see. Because this is a ranged grapple and it's not super fast, both Hightower and Tatiana will apply their defense, but I'll still roll to see the grapple. So Hightower, what is your defense?
It's lowest of my dex
And
plus my.
wits or dex plus athletics.
Okay,
And plus
Plus
yours
any
plus
celerity.
yeah.
5. I have the defense 5.
And so do I.
Okay, so you both have defense 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he'll roll 5 dice.
What the hell?
Nice.
He gets
Well, he's
3
a
hits.
reputed villain after all.
So as he reaches out his hands, both of you are struck violently with large streams of mud. And you are now you both have the grappled condition.
Okay.
All right, that's actually all he can do. Joker's turn. Joker's gonna be like, well, what do we have here? He's gonna pull out another knife, so now he's got 2. And he's going to spring forward at Anthony and attack him twice. Once with 3 dice, once with 1 chance die. So the first dice is a miss. Yeah, second dice is clearly a miss. So Anthony, he springs forward with 2 knives and tries to cut you again. But you're ready for it this time. And he misses. No, that doesn't happen on this turn, so that's his turn. Nathaniel.
I'm gonna ask to do the impossible. Can I charm this motherfucker? With confidence. I have majesty too. It says the vampire doesn't have to shoot out, have to be heard. It says like I think
I have Majesty 3.
yeah, trusted confidant. I want this guy to be my trusted confidant.
You have to succeed on all first, though.
Okay.
Doesn't have a roll, but it is an action.
Yeah, but they can resist it though. I think.
Yeah, if he has an aura or something to clash with, yeah.
So why don't we go? Okay. Well, here's the thing, Nathaniel. Rather than save some time, you can choose to pop off, and you guys can roll a clash. And I'm going to say this one in particular is willpower plus blood potency versus his willpower plus his shtick. Do you want to do that, or do you want to try and break the grapple?
What do I roll for breaking the grapple, just to make sure?
Strength brawl.
I don't have a lot of brawl. I have no brawl. I have melee.
You can also roll a dex athletics in this particular situation.
So, what do I roll to make him awed by me?
What you would do is you would pop awe, and awe would be active. And then you would roll your blood potency plus willpower versus his willpower plus his power pool.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. I don't care. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh no!
He will die happy.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna die, and I won't be happy.
I have 6 dice for this. I have 1 success.
Oops.
Keep in mind a Clash of Wills, for the future reference, is normally
For fuck's sake.
blood potency plus would be there, his majesty plus his blood potency.
Right.
Should I add my majesty as well? But it wouldn't.
Well,
make
it's
sense.
just
It wouldn't
majesty.
change.
It's just majesty plus that. But he did really well, as you can see.
It wouldn't change the tag. So yeah.
Yeah.
So he resists, probably due to the intense combat going on. It's kind of hard to charm someone when they're grappling you. So that's your turn. Creed.
All right. Creed's probably at the bar at this point. So what he's going to do is he's going to vault over the bar to get cover. and then peek out, and he's going to try to hit the Joker with Krave's Caress.
What does he have to roll, or is it just a simple
Um,
subtraction?
It is 1 second. Let me just get the dice pool up for this. I think he gets his nope, that's the wrong one. No wonder it's not there. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Composure plus power stat is his defense. And this does,
Plus his power stat?
yeah.
Okay, his defense is 6.
No, he rolls his composure
Oh, okay.
plus his power stat.
Alright.
I should
And
have asked
I
earlier.
am
Sorry,
going to
cut you
spend a
off.
willpower on this. And that does have 9s again, so that is 5 successes. Or sorry,
6.
that is 6 successes.
Hold on a sec, reading.
Bullet, do the elevator music.
Careless whisper.
Okay. That's a reaction, so both these are going to happen at the same time. So what exactly does this do?
It's going to apply both the addicted and deprived condition onto him for the drug of my choice.
Okay.
And I'm going to give him fear toxin.
Okay. So he is going to be afraid.
No, he has an addiction to fear toxin. He needs to get some fear toxin into his system.
Okay.
Right now, what that means is until he does so, he has a -1 on his composure, stamina, and resolve.
Okay. Sorry, I'm really apologize. I just got to read through this here. Fucking computer has literally like started freezing for some
It's
reason.
fine. Take your time,
Yeah.
dude. We can wait.
I have to put the documents on the iPad. Wait, you have an iPad?
Nope.
Poor motherfucker. I don't.
I was gonna say
poor
rude until you said that.
Well, I'm probably the poorest around here.
Right, I'm poor
I
too.
highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
okay,
poor too,
Atlas, maybe
man.
get it. But at least you're getting paid from your school. I don't have any
I didn't even
income.
get my full paycheck this month, either. So
Atlas motherfuckers.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I don't
waiting
know how to pay
hear
my-
Disney residents when he has a chance.
Oh, do the whistling thing.
Fuck no.
This isn't Jeopardy. He's trying to read, guys.
Oh, good, William's here. We've got this taken care of. We'll just leave it to William.
Oh my god.
I think William will just run upstairs, cause
He's going to spend a willpower and roll this.
I'm in danger.
Actually, he's going to spend 2 willpower, one to activate it, one to do his shtick.
You can only spend one
Yeah,
willpower a
that's
turn.
right.
limited.
Okay. That fails. Let's see how this one does.
Make it a dramatic failure so he can get a beat. Because
It's an NPC, man.
he's getting a beating anyway.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Interesting. Okay, so Creed literally cannot do anything else, so you take a tilt, and it is knocked down.
Okay.
That's it. Nothing else happened because he failed.
All right. But does he still take the?
He does. Sorry, that took longer than it should have. William.
Can I hear or smell anything happening inside Tatiana's office? Can I roll for it?
Roll me wits plus composure plus primal urge.
Okay.
To be fair, you probably saw Nate running over there.
Yeah, he
Jason
certainly
running
saw
over
him
there.
run up. Yeah.
2 successes.
Yeah, there's combat happening up in the office.
Okay. I would like to look to Dr. Klaus and say I'm sorry, and I am going to transform into a Garu, spend an essence so I can do another action, and fucking bolt it to the top office, and break the fucking door down.
You're easily able to do all of that in one turn since you took your extra action. Since you got
The
fleet of
door
foot
is
and
already
your
open. I
double.
thought.
Yeah, the door
door's
is open.
already
Yeah.
Oh,
He's just
okay,
gonna be
then.
like he's just gonna be in the office.
Yeah,
and then next
I'm
turn
going.
you'll be,
I'm going to try and help out both Mr. Hightower and Tatiana.
Yep. So Hightower and Tatiana, as this giant golem of mud is now transforming, and Jason is also in the room getting ready to cast a spell, you now see a giant fucking Garu in war form step through the door.
Ooh, I learned that supernatural, well, at least werewolves, now that I have a name for them, can do some gnarly shit.
Talon, you're up.
I don't know what it's called yet, but it's cool that I know that you can do that. So what I do changes based on whether or not I have resonance. I meant to ask this earlier. So obviously it's not gonna be downpour, but given the Joker's usual entrance, can I maybe get resonance with mirages?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring down my other layer tilts, bad angles. I don't think I can bring downpour into a bar. I probably could because it's nightmare shit, but yeah. So anybody who's trying to do something based on vision suffers -6 and half that for hearing.
Anyone?
And you loot anyone not immune to my lair traits. I don't have anyone in a brood to make them immune to it.
What does what do I need to be immune to be immune to your lair traits?
So, Christian, you're actually not immune to the layer traits. You're immune to him trying to directly affect you.
Okay. Just making
But
sure.
you're not immune to this.
Yeah.
So Talon has just screwed everyone over. Okay, so Talon, go.
No, that's fine. If I accidentally grab him out of the shadows and eat him, that's what
Because
happens.
there's resonance, because there was resonance, I'll use a willpower instead of a satiety on the needs
Okay.
must that I said earlier.
All right.
And I will be using a nightmare. Your teeth are falling out on the Joker.
Okay. Does he roll anything, or is it a
Oh, for
minus?
fuck's sake.
He resists with, I believe, composure and supernatural tolerance.
Hold on, I need to read one of his powers here.
I'm just going to double check what it is. All your teeth are falling out. Intelligence
No,
plus
can you
satiety
please not repeat
versus stamina and supernatural tolerance. I'm gonna spend 3 satiety on this and a
Don't-
willpower.
Don't forget when you roll Optimus, he has a -1 to his stamina right now.
Oh, all right. So I'll just minus success from that. So that's 3.
Okay. Intelligence plus satiety plus willpower is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, greater than 7.
Greater than 7.
Because it's 8, 9, 10 for successes.
Oh,
It's greater than, not greater than. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you beat him.
So I said I spent 3 satiety on that. So because it was an exceptional success, anytime he does a physical action that relies on the number of successes, it only generates a single success, including combat.
Oh,
No matter how
wow.
many were rolled, an exceptional success yields 2. My satiety expenditure for each point, I can reflexively cause him to fail a single physical action. And because it was exceptional, he also suffers another -2 penalty to his defense.
Okay, so he will
For the
roll
scene.
his. Yep, he'll roll his little thing here. All right, he gets 2 hits on you. Roll me your wits plus resolve. Actually, that's 3 hits. I'm sorry.
That's a weird roll.
It is.
Oof.
Tie,
Oh, and 2 of them are
so-
10s.
Yeah, and
Further
it's
wins.
it's. Yep, and once you fuckers. Okay, once again, the only thing
Can't
that's
believe
applied.
that.
Once again, the only thing that's applied to you is the tilt knockdown is now applied to you, Talon. You're knocked down.
Okay.
Congratulations. You slip and fall on a banana peel.
Oh man.
Actually, an unknown force whacks you. That's basically what happens.
Okay. That's a
alright.
mental effect.
Yes.
Okay. If you're just for the future, if there's a mental effect that would affect my character, especially emotions, it's a clash of wills, and if I win the clash, he suffers my lair as an additional penalty.
It is not an emotional clash. It's not an emotional power.
It's not just emotions; it's mind control. But yeah.
It's literally like psychic force hitting you in the face. That's what it is.
Okay, then that's that's not mind control.
All right, so Klaus.
Hey, guess who's freaking out a little bit because they can't see shit?
It's just busy. It just got much busier than it looks.
That doesn't help.
Well, if that helps, you can still see through William's eyes.
Oh yeah, that'll help me being in the middle of fucking battle.
Oh, everyone's composure is treated as 1 lower, and you suffer -1 resolve for every hour. But I don't think it's gonna take that long. So.
Wow, you're really like screwing everybody over.
I don't get to choose who it affects. You're not. None of you were in a brood or anything with me, so.
Sounds like
So
a
you
personal
just-
problem.
He pulled an Evan.
Also, there's way more of them than there are of us. So this kind of levels the field a bit, in my opinion.
No!
Klaus, you're up.
It makes it worse
Let,
for
let
him.
him let him do what he wants and face consequences of that action. I
Well,
see.
you know, if I find it set up, that's what happens.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna. Motherfucker, I was
Question.
gonna be a healed bot, and then he started making it all confusing for my character.
I have a question. Does it affect only the ones downstairs or us upstairs as well?
Kind of just transforms the scene, but seeing as you're you're in a different
Tech-
area,
yeah,
you're kind of in
technically
your own.
they're in a different scene. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
would not affect
Okay.
people upstairs.
Okay.
Thank
Good.
fuck.
Yeah. Thank fuck.
Oh man.
Well, guess who's gonna go full torment form? Hey, that's gonna be fun.
Hey,
Or I'm
At
gonna
least
try.
it's like subtle effects, you know. People. Aren't...
Christian, would you
Yeah?
take a torment for me, please?
Sure.
All right,
Is
and
that-
now you're in torment form.
Hey.
Is that
And,
the big mouth thing?
Oh, I'm doing everything. I'm going balls to the wall here. My character's confused. He doesn't know
looks
what
like
the
the
fuck's happening.
Yep, he looks like the laughing hand right now. So are you going to do anything? Or is that a turn to do it?
That's an instant action.
Okay.
So,
Oh God, that face.
Yeah.
thanks. I'm even more lethal now than I was.
Go
Alright.
go for it.
Well, I can't really do anything more this turn.
Okay. So
Actually, I'm gonna walk into the shadows. That's a lie. I'm gonna walk into the shadows. And
okay.
disappear.
Roll me Dex plus stealth.
That's fuck myself. 2 plus 1 plus 3.
Yep, and spend me a faith point to do that, please.
Just walk.
So now that your faith and torment are balanced by 2, take 1 bashing damage for me, please.
Oh, Brandon, who pissed in your cereal today, man?
Just it's the 2 XP.
Uh,
Alright.
I
I
haven't
kind
rolled
of.
anything yet because you keep bombing me with information and I'm just confused on what the fuck's
So
happening.
the
Dex
total
stealth.
modifiers. Okay.
Dex stealth.
Yeah, that's 3. Plus 3. Yeah, that's 2 plus 3 for Cloak of Shadows. Which
Okay.
is
So
just
got 5 hits.
yeah.
Alright. So we're good. Jason. So he's going to cast a spell. Jason's going to cast a spell here at old Clayfacey. Two hits, that's enough.
I put all the modifiers and everything in
Yep,
generals in case
I
people
see
were
it.
getting confused.
So Jason is going to turn the mud into sand. And
Oh God, Sandman.
let me roll for Clayface here. Yes, it's Clayface. Nope, that's not enough to hold you. Both Tatiana and Nathaniel are no longer grappled because the mud was unable to solidify hard enough, and it drops to sand. It's kind of hard to hold people with dry sand. That's going to be his turn. So Tatiana, you're up.
So now this thing is sand.
It's turning into sand.
Does it have eyes?
It looks like it does. Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't think brawling with sand would be any use here. Would Dominate have any effect on sand?
It would be a clash of wills if he sees you.
Actually,
Okay.
it would be.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Would
Because
it be-
Dominate uses the
Yeah. It
Yep.
would be your dominate dice pool minus, I think resolve, or composure. I forget which one. I can look it up. Plus, it's power trait.
I'm going to just look it up real quick. Sorry about that, you
Oh,
guys.
so this is Talon. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna use the washroom real quick.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So my dice pool is Intelligence, Expression, Dominate versus Resolve plus Blood Potency or whatever this thing have. For the first, Dominate power.
-5.
No, you
No, it's not Mouse Spice, it's Clash of Wills.
roll 5 dice.
Right.
And I roll 2 roll 6. Well, you never know. I may fail. I'm not failing. Oh.
Alright, so what does it do?
I will dominate the fucker. I'm just thinking what would be the best command to give him. Well, actually, I think that's making the mesmerized condition.
Mhm.
So, I can issue one command.
Surrender.
Or turn on your master.
Attack the Joker.
Yeah. But I don't know exactly what's going on downstairs, so
On the plus side, you can now spend 1 vitae to up that to Iron Edict.
I can't do that on the same round though. Can I? Oh, by the way, actually, maybe I can if
No,
I'll spend blood for celerity to get an extra action after the initiative.
But what's your
What?
blood potency? Hold up. First things
Yeah.
first. What's your blood potency?
Why?
Because you can only spend 1 blood a round.
Well, I haven't spent any because mesmerize doesn't cost blood.
But Iron Edict will.
So that's the thing, is you can't do it. Plus, it was my fault. Celerity does not give you an extra action; it does other things.
Okay,
So
what
that
does
was
it
my
do?
fault earlier.
So
Gives you, okay, you can add celerity to range defense as well.
That's
You can
passive,
also,
yeah.
yes, you can also spend a blood to pop celerity to go first.
you also can use celerity to increase your speed.
I don't care about
By
the
a
speed.
lot.
Okay, would I be able to spend the blood to put me in the next turn's initiative order top, and then spend another to do something else? Is that something that's feasible?
You would spend a point of blood to pop celerity, and then the next turn order you would go first, and then you could act.
And I could spend blood on that turn, right?
Because it's a new turn, yes.
Yeah. Okay, then what I will do, I will order this creature to defend me. Or defend the club against the Joker. Or actually, no. I will tell it. Fuck. How do I do this so I can do the better thing in the next round?
I can't help you with that. Anyway, you also don't know that the Joker is down below.
Yeah. Well, I knew that the Joker's gang was coming.
One thing I could note is just because you can only spend so much vitae per turn, you can spend over several turns for a single effect, or so on.
It's true.
Okay, what I'll tell him is wait for my orders, and I'll spend 1 blood to put myself on top of the initiative
Right.
for the next round. That's what I'll do.
Okay. So, Goon's turn. One of them is going to shoot at Anthony, who gets to apply his defense to range because he's in war form. No. So they're all just going to shoot at Anthony. No.
And don't they get my penalties also because they have a minus?
Do you see what they're rolling?
No.
Do you realize they're rolling chance dice?
No.
Okay. Well, they all missed.
Thank
So
the great
bullets are flying.
God in the sky.
Bullets are flying at Anthony, and he's dodging, and that is some loud typing.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, back up to the top. Tatiana's going first.
Okay. Okay. So now we need to do the Iron Edict, which costs 1 vitae.
Either way, there'll be 2 vitae spent.
Yes. Okay.
You will happily obey the rest of my You will happily obey all my commands for the rest of the night.
Well, yeah, but if I say this, then
Then you just go defend my club,
yeah, but I
which
can
is a
I can
reflex
do
of
the
action.
I can do this on the same round.
Yeah.
Okay, you spent blood.
Yes, I spent blood to do the Iron Edict.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I can totally do that. Yeah. So yeah, I will say you must obey me for the next of the night, and now you will go and defend my club against Joker's gang. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
There's power in words.
Anthony,
Yep.
you're up.
If I remember correctly, now my character can't see jack shit because it is mud is flinging and it's raining inside the building and so on and so forth, right?
It's more of like, the blur of motion that happens when you go into a very crowded room with a lot of people doing things?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like around you. And really the only thing you can see, at least reasonably, is the Joker right now.
Because he's so colorful. Literally.
Well, he's also in your face.
In that case, I would say I will spend a willpower, because that's what I should have done the first time. And I will try to cut the clown up.
Right, so you're rolling 5 dice.
Cut that motherfucker.
Just gonna throw this out there. If his defense is 8, and you're taking -6, like, so there's some hefty penalties. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, this is melee. I don't think he's taking melee negatives, is he?
Well, it's any roll that relies on vision and hearing. I don't know
3
about you, but
successes.
I'd like to be able to see what I can hit.
So 4.
4 hits. Okay. He's going to half that. And he's going to do a reflexive attack as well. Actually, he's going to spend a willpower because his dice pool sucks right now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Sorry, Jason, this is going to hurt. So you cut him, and as you're cutting down into his shoulder, he reaches up and stabs up into you. And that's going to be 3 lethal damage.
Putting me at 4 lethal currently.
Mm-hmm. Yes, William is in control for now. That's probably going to change here in a bit. Imposter's turn. You commanded the imposter. So Clayface is just going to stand there.
No, he has to defend the club against the gang.
Yeah, I'm reading something here. Hold on. He will slowly start to walk out towards the club and start to head downstairs. Now, you did not tell him to be careful with the awning. So as he walks toward the werewolf, he basically just goes through the wall. Not like he doesn't bash it down, but he's mud. He's mud and sand. Actually, he's sand now. So he kind of just rolls. He kind of just does this rolling kind of motion through the door. William, do you want to do anything as he rolls on by?
What the fuck? I was so prepared. William is like about to hit it, but then he realized that the thing is not attacking it, so he'll just let it go. All confused as fuck.
Attack, Nathaniel.
No!
Um,
What the fuck,
All right,
dude?
so it's Joker's turn. He's not
Don't
going.
forget, Joker right now really, really, really wants fear toxin.
Yep, I actually need to. I need to go ahead and roll something for him. By the way. Okay, he's going to gain his composure, and he's going to use Flicker. So Anthony, one moment you're fighting the Joker, and then the next minute he's just not there.
Son of a bitch.
He actually pulls out a deck of cards, and he does that thing where like you fold the cards and you shoot them all out and you just like throw them all over the place basically, and he disappears into a mass of cards.
You pulled a nice shot. He did.
Pretty much.
That means we're doing well, guys.
Well, this was the choice. He got 3 hits on deciding what the hell to do. If he had failed, he would have been addicted and he would have gone like going around like looking for something. Anthony would have just torn the shit out of him. But he got a 10, a 9, and a 9. And only 3 dice. So he's went, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go get me some fear toxin. And he did it the smart way. And he used Flicker and he got out of there. So he's gone. He is no longer in the initiative order. Nathaniel.
So I see that the face, what was the name of the face? Clayface, or whatever the fuck his name is kind of going because Tatiana's dominates.
Uh-huh.
And he heard there were people attacking from down the other side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Downstairs. I'm going to spend a blood in celerity.
Mhm.
And go downstairs for fighting with the goons that's remaining.
Okay.
I probably will take an action.
So then you'll take an action at the top next turn.
No. I'm spending celerity just to have like double speed. Therefore, like
Okay.
I will be at the downstairs next turn.
Oh, easily. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I'm basically taking a movement action, and with my knife in my hand, I'm coming for some ass.
Okay, Creed.
All right. Creed's going to peek up from behind the bar. He's going to look
literally
around.
It looks like utter chaos.
Look around, blink twice, look at his flask, trying to decide if he brought the wrong flask today. Now, is there any, like, are there any goons right next to the bar?
No.
Like, within grabbing distance?
Yeah, because
All right.
they've all pulled out guns and they're shooting, so no one's really that close.
Creed's just going to duck back down to the bar because he can't really tell what's going on. And start ruffling through the bar for something a little bit stronger. That's his turn.
All right. William.
Because I can't see shit.
Are there any lesser enemies? Any lesser goons? Like, are they lesser humans?
They're downstairs, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I would like to use the ability Primal Rage and use Down and Dirty on all of the lesser enemies.
Okay. And what does that do again?
Basically, we roll one thing and then we, if they
Okay.
win.
It condenses all of combat down to a single roll. I'll look
Yeah.
for the...
Let's see.
Ranged combats. Fire. Defense. Oh, down and dirty combat. It's page 87 of Chronicles of Darkness, and you both roll your combat pool. You ignore the defense on the roll, and
They can also run away if they want to.
yeah, they can attempt to escape. Page 87 of Chronicles of Darkness. If you want to read it yourself.
Do I get the -6 from the non-vision thing?
I'm pretty
No.
sure both sides.
You were upstairs.
Suffer whatever.
Yeah, but I'm going downstairs. Or
Yeah, he's entering our scene, so yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they suffer the same penalty.
Oh.
So, William, roll me 3 dice.
Okay.
Multiple players can use teamwork on this if he's able to, depending on what his power says.
2 successes.
Okay, down and dirty is active. So what does that mean for them?
So they roll their combat pool or a pool to escape, whatever they would like to use. It can be dexterity and firearms, strength and brawl, or an attempt to escape is dexterity plus athletics. They can use strength if they want on this roll. You ignore the defense. It's contested. Resistance is reflexive. On a success, the character deals damage equal to the difference in successes plus her weapon modifier and achieves her intent. On an exceptional, you also gain a willpower. On a failure, they can either deal their damage equal to the difference of successes, and they can escape unless they want to press combat.
Rolls.
And on
So I
a
guess-
yeah.
So I guess William goes apeshit on them. Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at something.
You need the page number again, or are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
While he's doing this, Corey's going to peek out half drunkenly and go,
Aren't you blind?
"Leave one of the vampires alive!"
Alright, so a couple of them do manage to succeed, but I'm just going to say William instantly goes and kills the other ones.
Nice.
So, in this blur of motion, this giant... What color is your wolf, William?
Black.
But I'm
So
also
this
cool.
giant...
Why
This
was
giant-
I imagining it as white?
This giant black shape appears into the blur of the other blurs, and just blood just starts spraying everywhere.
Why I can't kill people too? God damn it.
Because you wasted your first round and your second
Talon.
round.
Talon, you're
I'll take the layer traits away. I'm pretty sure I can do that reflexively, but
yes, you can.
okay.
Okay, so the chaos
I'm just
is
gonna
subsiding.
chill. I think that just ended combat, so there's not really anything else for me to do.
Oh,
That's the end of that
still...
scene.
Can't
Oh,
you
there
is.
reverse the shit you did?
Well, shh, if you listened, he just declared he did.
Oh.
So there are still goons shooting, and there are still goons pouring in that are getting shot outside. However,
Oh, they're still coming in. Okay.
yeah, William did just kill like 5.
Okay. That's different. I have needs must on the Joker, so I'm gonna spend a willpower and jump through the shadows in pursuit.
Pursue?
Yes.
Okay.
That guy kicks the door down to the only place I've really been hanging out lately and pisses off my friends and I, so
All right. You see, you are up on top of the rooftops, and he is 2 houses in front of you. He has been jumping over rooftops.
okay. I'm in the darkness and I'm just keeping my distance following him. I can jump to any shadow I can see reflexively, and I can extend my senses at all times through all connected areas of darkness. So I can see like most of the city right now.
That's parkour. This guy's dangerous.
All right. So that's Talon's turn. Klaus.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck all the things you said while I was trying to roll was.
Okay,
last
so
round.
there is no longer confusion, and Joker is gone, but there are still goons shooting.
Alright. What about all the shit you said last round that I couldn't get
I
down?
rescinded
Have
my
a
layer
rumble.
traits.
He took everything off,
I shut everything down and I pieced out basically.
and then he went to go chase the Joker again.
Yeah, I'm not asking about him.
He's asking
I-
about
I'm-
why he
I-
took damage.
Oh,
I'm asking
Um,
about the damage. Ask about anything that happened in my fucking round.
oh,
All I
okay.
know is I did
So-
torment, and then nobody said anything when I asked.
Okay, well, we were talking, and I'm surprised you didn't hear us. You are in the shadows, stealthed. You took
Yeah.
one bashing. You're in apocalypse form, and yeah, it's your turn.
What did I take bashing for then?
You took bashing damage because your torment and faith is getting imbalanced. I told you about this last time. Granted, your bashing damage heals in your apocalypse form, so it's not a big deal, but
Go kick some ass.
But the thing is, that's not how torment works and faith works.
I know. I added some stuff. I told you this last time, remember?
No, didn't.
Ah. All right, so your torment and faith have become imbalanced, and you shifted into apocalypse form instantly.
Yes.
For that, I'm having take one bashing damage. However, in apocalypse form, bashing damage is nothing anyway. What I do is I have you take one bashing damage due to your physical form being ripped open by your apocalypse form. Not only that, you are doing Demon the Descent conversion, or Demon the Fallen conversion. Therefore, your physical form, each time you shift into apocalypse form instantly, your physical form will rip and tear, causing physical damage. However, this is not much to you due to the fact that this is a part of your soul. So, when you do an instant transformation, you will take one bashing damage if your torment and faith are in balance to a certain degree. I, as the DM, also told you last time that I can occasionally spend torment and or faith depending upon what you're doing, or give you faith or torment depending upon also what you're doing. So, that being said, you are in the shadows, stealthed, in apocalypse form. Your bashing damage heals on this turn. Now, what do you wish to do?
Well, I want to grab whatever goons close to me and drag them into the fucking shadows with me and bite
Okay.
their bloody head
You-
off.
You'll have to move and bend a little bit in the shadows, and there's a lot of light flashing, but you're able to grab one guy.
All right,
There's a guy over by the table with a shotgun.
cool beans. So I'm gonna roll for that. That's 4. Sorry, I'm a little bit frustrated right now. Plus,
We'll
two
give you
successes.
hugs.
Yeah, I think my lair trait's really pissed off.
Oh no, that's just everything. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Did we cut
Well,
out for a while for you, or what's going on?
We
there?
No,
we
when I was
must
trying to
have.
when I was trying to concentrate on something, he started talking, and I can't do both. So it's
Oh.
either listen to him or do something. And if I'm already doing something, it just means everything goes up in the air.
Yeah,
and
we
nothing gets it.
couldn't hear you talk, man. All we just did was we kept moving on, and we didn't hear anything. So, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, shit happens. Anyways, we
Alright,
got plus
so-
2.
We haven't missed your turn though,
That-
so it's not like you're falling behind in that sense.
No, but I basically got. It doesn't matter. It's over. Moving on.
So you got 3, so +2 from that, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3 hits. He's unaware, so he gets no defense. All right. What's your damage you're doing to him?
That's I get even more now. That's it's lethal damage, and I get +2 to that damage die. I don't know how that functions, but I do.
Yep. So 2 lethal, and then you got +2, so that's 4 lethal to him.
Yeah.
So not enough to kill him, but that takes a good chunk out of him. Or are you grappling him with the mouth?
I'm like grappling him with the mouth because.
Okay, so it's a grapple. Okay. Yeah. So takes a chunk out of him, and he's grappled. He's not dead, but that seriously effed him up.
Hey.
Jason. That's Jason's gonna go. He's gonna hold action until Tatiana tells him something.
Well, Tatiana doesn't have a round on this round because it went.
I know
first,
he's holding action. It's no longer Tatiana's turn, so goons will go. One can see Atlas. So I am going to need to roll. I am going to need to roll on the bullet spray chart here.
If they attack me, I would like to just take it and not defend and be an
Mhm.
idiot.
Okay, so they succeed. Atlas, give me a high or low in terms of a D100.
Hi.
Low is below 50, high is up. Okay.
What are the chances of that happening?
Okay. Wow.
1 in 100.
The best
Okay.
dice roller, guys.
I think that this die is cheaty.
Okay, so Klaus, you will take some ricochet fire. What is your armor in apocalypse form?
Well, in this form, it's nothing. It's just my regular defense.
Okay, which does, and I don't think a defense applies to range attacks in your apocalypse form, does it?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of either, unless you have. I think there's something called float of speed or whatever that you can take, but I don't think you have that. Okay, so
If I was in my visage or my fucking angelic form, I'd have a +2 to defense.
indeed. And in your apocalypse form, do bullets do bashing or lethal? I believe it's still lethal for you guys.
Yeah, pretty sure
Okay.
that doesn't change. Let me just
So-
check. Handling physical damage.
Mhm.
I can spend a faith point on magically stay conscious of myself. Yeah, that
Oh,
doesn't matter. It doesn't really say that it. Resistance to lethal damage.
Okay, lethal damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just taking base weapon damage here.
Yeah.
That's 2. I'm adding it all up so I don't have to
Yeah.
do a bunch of. 3 lethal damage as a bullet ricochets into your side.
All right.
And then because some of the guys are going full auto right now. William, high or low? William, high or low?
Bullet?
Oh shit, sorry, I forgot I muted myself. Sorry. Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Yeah! The number of the beast!
How is this possible?
Because
Overall-
sometimes dice rollers like this get stuck unless you roll something different. Or someone else rolls it different.
There we
hold on,
go.
this isn't going to count, but I want to roll one more just to see what happens. Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Nice.
Still, you picked high and there's high. So Ricochet is going to hit you as well. However, you apply your defense to range attack. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. This is Ricochet.
I would
This is
kindly
Ricochet,
just-
not range attack.
I would kindly
Um,
just take it. I'm not gonna
so you're-
move, I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah.
It's gonna disappear next round anyway.
Yeah,
so what's the
and
point?
werewolves take lethal.
Yeah. And I heal every lethal in Garu.
Okay. You take 3 lethal.
Yep. And it's gone.
And now that the guy no longer has any penalties, there is a guy who's going to try and shoot you.
Okay.
So are any of these guys having to roll lunacy?
Oh, they're going to be rolling lunacy.
I'll only shit myself
that-
if they just start shooting me with silver stuff.
Is that
This-
immediate or at the end of the scene?
Now that they see him, it's going to be pretty quick. Okay. So one guy actually manages to turn his gun and shoot the werewolf before he probably dies. This is with a shotgun, however.
Mhm.
But it's a chance die. Actually, no, it's a chance die. He missed. 9s don't hit.
Ooh.
So he turns his shotgun towards you and misses you almost point blank range with a shotgun. Don't know how that works, but
He was probably terrified because it's a werewolf there.
yeah,
And
that's
he just killed 5 of his friends in one go.
all right. I need to start getting ricochets. Creed, high or low?
High, but before you roll, don't forget I'm behind a.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
behind cover. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Creed. After armor and cover is applied, can you take a whopping 1 bashing damage for me? Because vampires
Alright.
take bashing from bullets as a bullet hits your shoulder. Because Nathaniel's down in there, guy's going to shoot at Nathaniel, but Nathaniel gets to apply his celerity to his range defense. So what is your celerity?
Ahmed-Jan, you're muted.
My celerity and defense plus the other thing.
No, it's your
is,
celerity for range combat. It's your celerity for range combat.
Oh, its celerity is 1.
It's 2d10. He misses. He's like, haha, I see you. And then misses completely. Talon is no longer in the fight. One of the guys will shoot at Anthony, but Anthony gets to apply his thing, so he's probably going to miss. He misses. Okay, it's back up to the top, and Nathaniel and Tatiana have put themselves at the top.
Does it go for all the rounds on the
That's
top?
a good question. I need to double check that. Does celerity go all the time when you push yourself up?
No, celerity puts you up to the top for that round.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
You
what
can
I
interrupt
Right.
a single action or take over a single round.
Okay. So it's back up to the top with Anthony then.
Oh man. No. Oh man.
Jason, you're muted.
I believe he had to step away for a moment.
The silent
So-
Isle man watches all of us.
That's okay.
Plotting.
I will go ahead and roll his defense roll. So 1, 2, 3,
Doubling it and dodging?
yeah.
Big deal.
Okay. So yeah, he'll just be a super hard to hit Werel.
Holy shit. How do you get... Oh, you didn't roll dice, did you? You only added it up.
Clayface is gonna go around and start. She's trying to like do stuff as Sand, and he's not doing very well.
Well, he can just go in their eyes so they can't see. That's what I
He's
do.
basically just smothering a dude. Joker's no longer in the thing. He's just gonna keep running. Nathaniel.
I am gonna stab someone.
By all means. These goons have a defense of 2.
I
So you
am
would
gonna
roll-
stab the dude who tried to shoot William. See, I'm nice.
Strength plus weaponry -2.
Isn't it Dex? I'm
For
not sure.
melee is strength.
Well, if I may interject, if you spend blood,
Or you could take
you can add your vigor, and
Okay.
do some happy things happen.
I am gonna spend a blood for vigor. What does vigor do when I
right. So what is your vigor rating?
1?
And what's your blood potency?
1.
Okay, so you get one. He gets one
1 success.
success.
Yeah.
That's all. That's not that much.
Well,
But
what
that's
if
in
I
addition to your dice roll.
yeah.
if I spend a blood for strength? Do I get like Two
You
plus
get
two.
+2 dice.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll. I have 4 dice in weaponry and 2 dice in strength. Therefore, it means I roll 8 dice because I am going to add 2 dice to my
Right.
strength.
Are you getting vigor or are you getting just the 2 dice?
Just 2 dice.
Okay. So that's 8 dice.
I have 1 success, or
No,
2.
you
If
have 2.
okay, 2.
And-
Do you have a
all right.
specialty?
In weaponry, I have 4 dots, and I wanted my specialty is knives.
So that's 3. 4. No, 3. Yeah. 3?
And
You don't need a specialty for 10 against, just to remind
Yeah.
people.
Either way, he's got specialty. So actually, roll me another dice, please. Sorry, I'm learning too. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. All right, and the knife damage I actually have right here. Okay. So you cut him pretty bad. He's not doing so well.
Okay.
Alrighty. Creed.
Okay. Creed, looking up and looking around, are there any of the vampire jokers left?
They're all gone.
I think Joker was the vampire.
Joker had some goons that were vampires, and they're all gone.
Yeah, he would have told me if the Joker's a vampire, because I'm tailing him and that beast.
Oh, okay.
Joker's a slasher, but there were some Joker vampires. Unfortunately, I can track them because someone dropped a layer trade on me.
So now you look up Creed and you see that everything is a little less chaotic.
Yeah.
Although there is a giant werewolf over to the right eating people, and then Nathaniel just cut a bitch, and then there's people shooting at people. And some guy drowning in sand.
Yep. I don't see looking around, do I see do these guys obviously are they taking commands from anyone in particular? Or are the goons just shooting?
The goons are now starting to suffer from lunacy, so now that's pretty much what's happening.
Alright, so it doesn't look like I can spot the goon in charge.
Nope.
Okay. In that case, Creed shrugs and goes back under the bar and continues to drink.
God, man.
William.
William sees
I'm actually
the guy.
gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Go on.
Okay, William sees the guy try to shoot Mr. Hightower here. He will try to attack that guy.
Yeah,
No.
throuple.
So the guy that Hightower just slashed, you're going to attack him?
Is it the same guy who attacked him earlier? With
Yeah.
a gun, a twin blank range?
He attacked the guy that tried to attack you.
So, okay, then I guess we're attacking the same dude.
Yes.
Let's see.
No, wait, because William said he would attack the guy that shot Nathaniel. Nathaniel went after the guy that was about
Shot
to shoot.
William.
Is
Yeah,
that the same
basically
guy?
like okay,
Nathaniel?
there were 2 different guys, and one of them shot William, and one of them shot Nathaniel. Nathaniel ignored the dude who shot him. He went the guy for he went for the guy who
Yes.
shot William.
Yes.
And I
Nathaniel
think-
declared, yes.
Yeah.
I know what happened. Nathaniel declared the guy who attacked William was the guy he was attacking. He just cut him, hurt him really bad, and now William has just declared that he attacked the guy who shot him,
No.
which is the same
guy.
guy.
No, the guy who shot Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Oh,
That's the
William
cra-
declared he shot the guy who shot Nathaniel. I thought he shot the guy who shot William. Okay, so William is attacking the guy who shot Nathaniel. Okay, so they traded dance partners. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Quick question. Can I start
Alright.
before we go on? Can I make an addendum to my turn? that I start crawling towards the steps to go upstairs.
Sure.
Oh,
worries.
for fuck's sake.
How much defense does this guy have?
2.
Okay.
Just rip him to shreds. Just donate him.
Yeah.
That's
No,
a big
don't need the
no-no.
human.
Luna
Big
is
no-no.
going to be. Luna will be mad.
It's an exceptional success.
Okay, roll me
wait,
willpower.
3. Oh shit balls.
Well, fun fact, he's going to die, and he's also suffering from lunacy. But roll me willpower, please.
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
Is it current willpower or total?
Current.
Okay. 2 successes.
Lucky motherfucker.
Yeah, they need him.
So he is.
Luna is happy.
So he is. When the next time, when another person asks about that man that you just attacked, they will say, "Where is Bob?" And William will reply, "Around."
Everywhere.
All right. So next in initiative order is Talon.
Talon is after the
Talon
Joker.
has left the scene. Talon has left the scene though, so I'm gonna have something else happen after that. So it goes to Klaus, who is currently eating someone, I think.
He's so yummy. Atlas, you're muted.
Alice.
I think he was BRB. Was he BRB?
Okay.
Someone check the side chat because I can't. I'm recording.
Yes, Atlas is BRB. So when he comes back, I'll declare what he's saying. But for now, I'll just say he's eating. Jason is still going to hold his action, and now it's Tatiana's turn.
How far is my move action?
It's equal to your speed unless you spend an instant action to double it, and you can use celerity to multiply your speed by your celerity plus 1.
Okay, my speed is 10. So how far is that?
If you multiply if you use celerity to multiply your speed, you will be able to not only move down to the bottom stairs, but you'll be able to act.
Yeah, but I won't be able to spend on vigor.
Correct.
And if I don't spend on celerity, how far do I go?
You'll be able
10
to get down to
or-
the base of the stairs, but you won't
Yeah.
you won't be within striking distance of anyone.
You're essentially using your action to double.
Yeah, but I could throw a chain at someone and grapple them with a chain.
Yes, you could throw it. Your chain isn't long enough for you to grapple anyone with it.
Ugh, fuck it. I'll spend it on celerity.
I believe that's a trait. Not like a lair trait, but like certain equipment has tags, so it'd be a tag.
Well, no, that's the thing is, I'm just saying that when she gets
I
down
see.
to the base of the stairs, she's not going to like the chain's not long enough. Like even a whip wouldn't be able to reach any opponents at the base of the stairs.
Yeah.
So she would literally just have to chuck it.
Okay, so I will spend for celerity
Nice.
to get down there, and then, okay, what do I see?
You see a lot of people starting to freak out from lunacy. You see some people getting shot outside by your guards, and then you see some people coming in and seeing a werewolf and blood and shit, and it's just chaos. And then there's a dude over in the corner drowning in sand.
Well,
Just every scene, there's a guy drowning in sand.
The guy
you
drowning in
have to
sand over there.
understand that Tatiana at the moment is pretty pissed. What I want to do is the first person I find, I want to just crack his neck, and just.
Let's see.
The
The
first
closest-
person you
So
find is
what-
Creed crawling towards the steps.
No, I mean first person that is attacking, not first
Yeah, because
person of
Creed's
my
not a person.
allies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Creed's not a
especially
person.
not my fucking brother, okay?
Right, so the closest enemy to you is currently the enemy that Hightower is fighting. He's just gashed him across the throat.
Okay, so what do I need to roll in order to just crack his neck and kill him?
Well, I would say that he's already engaged. So coming up, doing a strength brawl check to grapple, and then I would allow a damage check. Hold on a sec.
Was uh
Sorry, I
character
talk with it.
Oh, okay.
So Tatiana, what is your strength by default?
My strength is 2. So strength plus brawl.
Roll me strength plus brawl, and I'll say that he doesn't get his defense because he's engaged.
Okay, 3 successes.
Okay, and your strength is defaulted by 2. Let me look at his health. Thanks to Mr. Hightower, he's already basically dead, so yeah, this will kill him.
So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm pissed.
Okay, you run up and you snap his neck like a twig.
Atlas is back, by the way. Well, at least I think he's back.
Okay,
Is
so I'm gonna...
Tatiana still like dressed all super fancy? While
Yeah,
she's doing it?
yeah, but it's probably my dress is probably muddy by now, which is another reason Wes is pissed. Apart from the fact that my fucking club is trashed and it's gonna take a fucking month to recover.
Yep, and these guys are just going to utterly fail, so...
Oh, are you back, Atlas?
Yeah.
Okay, then go back to his thing.
Yeah, so Atlas, this will be the last turn of the combat. You are currently nomming on some guy.
Oh, keep nomming.
Keep nomming. Okay. This guy is grappled, so what is your strength? Actually, I'm sorry, what is your mouth damage by default? 2?
Mouth damage.
Mouth damage.
Yeah.
Mouth damage because I add my. It's 2 die plus 2. I think I don't fucking know.
Yeah, because he's grappled. So what is your strength?
That's 3.
It's 3 right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can apply it. He had 1 health box left, so if you just apply grappled it, if you just apply damage to the grapple, he's dead. So Atlas will eat,
Nice.
and
Back into
they're
the
all.
space.
Let me check something here. Nope. Yeah, I ain't even gonna bother. They're all suffering lunacy, and they are either rolling on the ground crazy or running. Combat is over.
Lovely.
I'm gonna immediately drop a form.
Hey, Tani.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Getting up, dusting myself off. By the way, you wouldn't see you didn't happen to see a handful of vampires dressed as Jokers up there, did ya?
No.
Yeah, well, the Joker has vampires. So that's a thing.
Probably Carthaginians, as they love anarchy.
Can we just clear this place?
It looks like William is about to chase people outside, but he's really trying himself not to go outside, so he's just like holding the door.
Are you staying in Garu, by the way?
He's gonna try and go back to another form so he doesn't end up going in the murderous rampage outside.
What form do you wish to
Into
shift
the
to?
regular human.
Okay, so you shift back into regular human.
No.
By the way, you're now red. Utterly red.
Lovely.
Is
Oh,
William blocking the exit? Because if that's the case, my merry little murder owl will basically go around those suffering lunacy and who are enemies and just slashing their throats and slashing their groins, just killing them off.
Good boy. I didn't even have to ask.
Oh, he's fucking furious. He's in pain, he's in rage. and he hates clowns. He really hates clowns.
William will ask if Mr. Hightower and Tatiana are both okay.
I am fun, fantastic.
So what's
Fine.
with the
Are you
sand
okay,
mound?
William?
The instant they both say they're okay, William will go to the doctor and see if he's also okay. Because I think he got
Is
shot or
William
some shit.
naked?
Am I?
No, you're just red.
Okay, good.
William, you go up
Yeah.
to the doctor, Mr. Klaus, and it looks like he took a nasty little shot to the side. Bullet entered through his abdomen there.
Ooh. Is there a way I can give him some faith?
Are you concerned with him?
Yeah? Because he's my
Well,
friend and he's been taking care of me.
Roll me a willpower +2, please.
Okay.
Will this go into my permanent faith or my daily?
Oh, fuck. I got no
Yeah.
successes.
If he rolls anything.
You want to make that a critical failure?
Won't let that do anything bad to the doctor.
Ooh.
If you give me more
Right,
torment, I'm
usually
gonna
backlashes
beat
on-
your ass.
But he's Bullet.
I'm-
You love him.
I am not going to say anything, but Bullet, do you want to make that a critical failure?
Could you at least answer if it will hurt the doctor more or not?
No.
It sticks his
Okay.
Typically, dramatic failures affect you, not your.
Okay,
or
I will
typically.
take a dramatic failure. Why not?
Okay, you take a dramatic failure, take a beat.
Okay.
William.
Mhm.
That's right. Klaus, what's your current torment rating at?
Well, my permanent torment. I don't know. Am I taking permanent torment or am I taking temporary?
It's all temporary. All of it's temporary that I add.
Well, I don't know how much I got other than the first one.
Your current. Like, in other words, if you, for example, say your permanent torment was 3 and I added something to you, it goes to 4, but that one that I give you is only temporary for the scene.
Okay, then I'd be back down to 2 temporary torment.
So you're at 2 temporary torment?
Yeah.
Okay, and what is your permanent torment?
4.
So you're down to 2 temp. Okay. William,
Mm-hmm.
take 2 lethal damage.
Ooh, that's fine though. It should be fine.
Psychic.
Okay, 2 lethal. Should be gone in like
And
30 minutes.
just a moment, I have to go help my father with a little microwave problem, but you guys can talk amongst yourselves while I'll be
Another
right back.
microwave exploded.
No, he needs to actually put it up now that he's got the mount.
Before I go, has anything happened to my birds?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's what actually Tatiana is going to do, is we'll run towards the aviary to make sure her birds are safe.
While you're doing that, Creed has found probably a broken table leg, is poking the mound of sand, trying to figure out what the heck it is. Because there's just a mound of sand in the middle of the room,
Yeah.
drowning someone.
Well, that's the first time I'm dominating sand, guys. That's a first.
Alright, I'm going to be cutting out because I'm moving downstairs for a bit.
Nathaniel
No worries.
maybe kind of cleans his jacket, and then puts his arms against each, to his chest, and looks at this carnage. He doesn't have a smile on his face. He just looks around and thinks that this is gonna fucking take time to repair and clean. And there needs to be a serious motherfucking masquerade explanations, as there are severed bodies here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's shaking his
well,
head to those who severed the bodies. He's like, yeah. At least he used a fucking knife. In his mind, he's like, the prince is gonna we're lucky if Prince doesn't have our heads now.
Well, I'll wait for Jason to return so I can make some orders.
You just cut the footage.
Well,
Go
yeah,
from your
pretty much.
cameras,
I'm going
that's
to
all.
order the guard to erase any footage from indoors, so that they only see the gang members coming in. And
You
nothing
know
else.
it's illegal to erase evidence from police
Well,
cases.
Yes, but she's Invictus and probably has contacts with the police.
Oh no, this is
This
just
roleplay.
this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
just Creed giving her crap because she gives him crap about doing
well, I
anything
haven't
illegal.
declared it in character yet.
I know, but
Oh,
this
okay.
character Creed giving you
Well,
crap.
I will probably just order them to create a malfunction or something. Holy
Holy
shit,
shit.
what are you breaking?
Oh, sorry, I'm doing dishes.
Oh. I've actually done that during RP too.
I would be going around healing people, but I don't know if I need the DM for the ST for that.
Yeah, I would say at this
As long
point.
as you declare it when he gets back, anyway.
You know, it's kind of insane, but all these fights I've been in, I haven't taken a single point of damage so far.
Creed's
So-
okay.
And I'm not like Creed cowering corners, you know?
So the first fight,
Go on.
the first fight Talon was in, the thug rolled a chance die and actually hit him for 2 lethal with the pistol. But every other fight since then, he's been fine. And this is like this huge fucking combat scene, and he's fine. So,
Yeah.
thankfully.
But I've
You
been,
left
I've been
smart
like
event.
in
What
how
the fuck are you
many?
talking about?
3 or 4 or something? Yeah.
Nathaniel,
Insane.
can they continue role playing or? are
Yeah,
we just
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
Let's
it?
bug in character, people.
Nathaniel actually comes near William and like points like towards his friends, and like if any werewolf is still like purging bodies, he will just be like, "Can you stop them from purging bodies, please?"
What do you mean purging bodies?
He's not. As Tatiana, it doesn't work for me.
Well,
Is there
I think
any
Anthony's
werewolf-
out of it anyway. I think
Yeah,
he's just really
masking.
pissed and just going
Mhm.
for it.
I actually wanted to describe what he was doing, but I didn't get a word in.
Does
Okay,
he
go
still
ahead.
trying to attack the bodies and like dismembering them?
Oh, not the
No, he's
bodies.
done.
The
He's
ones
done.
that were alive. He was just, you know.
May
Yeah,
I
sure.
may I actually say what Anthony is doing, because I think that'll clear things up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay, so basically, after having slit like the last guy's throat, he'll just be very slowly, very heavily breathing. He's still in Krynos form, by the way. So you've got this giant ass, purely white wearer, well, with a lot of blood and a bit of a nasty gash on the side, just basically retreating into a corner. I can't describe it any other way, a sort of squatting / perching and just breathing. And his breathing is slowly calming down. Blood all over his talons, his beak, his chest, and he just seems to be perching and trying to get his breath.
Creed's going to wander over, slump down next to him, and hand him a joint.
He takes the joint with his giant ass talons, and then just sort of looks at you and seems to be making a fire sign symbol with his other claw.
Or you could just change back like a normal person.
I thought
I'll
Garu
hand him
only
a
lasts a few
lighter,
turns.
but then edge your way when he needs to light it.
The Nathaniel just actually says, "Hey Creed, can you tell him to turn to human?"
Why do you need a third party to tell him?
That's exactly what Creed's going to say.
I don't know
Why
if he
do you
can
need-
understand me. Can he
Why
understand
would-
me, Mister?
He looks at you and focuses on you, and just gives a very low bird sound.
What sound?
Bird sound.
Yeah,
What does bird
sort of a gentle hoot.
And he says, "Can you turn into human?"
And he'll in front of your eyes slowly he shifts back into his normal form.
Thank you. Just wanted to make sure the rules are safe.
I fucking hate clowns. And he
Correction.
takes the lighter and just no, he will actually move into the fumua and he'll light up the joint there
In the what?
in the smoking area.
Nice.
Also away from all the vampires who hate the sight of
Correct.
fire.
Correct. He's just moving to the smoking room and lighting the J there, and is just trying to relax. He for the most part ignores most of y'all. It doesn't seem to be particularly aggressive. It's more like, oh, I'm just fed up with this shit.
We don't have any people with animalism, do we?
Nathaniel now looks at William and the doctor. You guys okay?
I will be in a moment.
I'll be fine.
Anybody who needs healing, please, if you can move, come over here. Assuming we all can, but
I don't think Creed get any bullets, so does Tatiana. I don't know if William is hurt or not. He looks at William.
I'll be fine.
A
Don't
shot.
worry about it.
See, right here. Look at this horrible shot.
You'll be
Work
fine.
out.
Nathaniel like looks at Creed and like he doesn't understand why he is acting a bit weird, so he just like, okay.
It was so horrible, so awful.
You okay,
Creed, if
man?
you want to be healed, you can come over here, but you'll lose your buzz. All of them.
Looks at Klaus aghast.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Tatiana is
Klaus is
coming
taking
out.
no shits right now.
Yeah, Tatiana is
Oh, by
coming
the way,
out
you
of
can
the
all thank
aviary.
me. Yeah, you can all thank me now for driving the Joker away, and gives a slight bow.
What the hell happened in here?
You can all thank me for killing Joker. You know, we didn't just see him disappear and I killed him.
I'm gonna call that a lie.
Thank you. Someone does.
Does
Anyway.
anyone know what happened to the room there for a few seconds?
I have no clue.
What about the room?
You're
Your
not
shit.
there.
You're not here,
not
man. Can you like
there.
stop? Like you keep constantly like entering out of character, and that's like actually kind of ruining. Can you please not do that? Thank you.
Creed shrugs and says, "Well, I heard the rumors that the Joker has some sort of powers."
Yes, but this seemed to affect the Joker's group as well.
Maybe it's a fucking status and they wanted just Brew to work for it.
Some people doesn't give a shit about what happens.
Okay.
Psychopaths are fully understanding actions and the consequences of their actions.
It was definitely supernatural in nature, I can tell you that much.
Pardon?
It was definitely supernatural in nature.
Yeah. He was aware of what he was doing here.
Yes.
Once everyone is like, we know that no one's hurt or anything like that, William is going to remove his sweater and just fucking try to remove all this disgusting blood over his body.
You know there's a shower upstairs, right?
Well, I do now.
It's not like you've been there a few times, right?
Nathaniel, even like when Tatiana says Nathaniel kind of
Oh
turns
no,
and
that's
looks.
that was out of character. Tatiana is still at
Oh,
the
okay.
aviary. I'm waiting for all you
Okay.
motherfuckers to give me some time to get out of there. Just it. So she will get out of the aviary.
So Creed's
And-
probably going to walk over to Tatiana as she does and go, "So, how'd your meeting with the prince go?"
Do you think that this is the right time for this?
Yeah. When isn't the
She will
right time?
she will just ignore Creed and keep walking. Where's Anthony?
He's
He is-
smoking.
Yeah.
As actually, like, Nathaniel looks at the bodies, I think we should kind of move them, or maybe have an explanation of why they're clawed. Because the cops are going to look at this and think that, what the fuck happened here? Did they came with chainsaws?
Yeah,
There needs to be an explanation.
we've got an issue more than that. One of them's missing a head, unfortunately. So we
Yeah.
want head.
Well, that could be attributed to a shotgun blast.
There
I
is no
assume.
shotgun.
I have a suggestion. This is really stupid. I will turn into a wolf and I will pretend to eat them, and then you guys will take a video of you guys shooting me in the head with one of their guns.
No, no.
No,
No.
no. That's
First
going to
thing
be.
first, I'm going to point to the shotgun wielding thugs to
thought they-
contradict the
I thought they had automatics.
No, they
some
had,
of them.
some had shotguns, some had autos, from what I
Ah.
heard. Yeah.
Yes. Then I am going to say, do what I always do, blame it on the Batman.
But the Batman doesn't do this, as he like points at a body whose chest got clawed, and he's like, "Batman doesn't do this. This is
Batman
supernatural."
doesn't kill, as far as I'm aware.
I don't care about Batman right now. We need to fix this.
So no one's up for faking a video evidence of a wolf eating a bunch of weirdos.
No,
If
that
it was
would,
anybody but your wolf, maybe.
yes, and that will be a problem because you will be hunted down, and then everyone would ask why there's a wolf in the city. Then probably your people would be mad at you.
And you'll be put in danger, which I do not like.
This clawed
Okay.
bodies are breach of the veil. Veil that that we all try to keep. That supernatural does not exist in the world. This is a problem. We need to fix it right now.
The sheep must not know, I suppose.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what?
There is something that we can do. But it's something that I really don't want done.
Give me long enough time, I could eat all of them.
I would offer to help you, but I don't think I want to do that again.
No, you don't.
You will hear in the distance Anthony say, "Don't eat the flesh of mortals."
Anthony, I need you.
Anthony puts the joint out and comes over. "Pardon, mistress, I needed to gather myself.
Are you right?
I am out." And he grabs the side of his thing. "I am hurt."
Doctor, is there something you can do?
Of course. Once the ST come back, I can do just about anything.
Correct. But yes, he'll be over. Yes, we will have to get rid of the bodies one way or another. At least one of the bodies I want to keep so that I can interrogate its ghost, find out what the hell they were thinking.
Now,
I'll be right back.
one of the things we can reach the bodies when they get the morgue. So I can get you to a morgue if need be. That's not a problem.
Good.
But one of the problems right now is that these bodies have claws, and maybe what we can say is, if our verbal friends kind of claw the walls, we can basically say some of the thugs had like these weird claws in their hands. We can all testify because we will have to testify anyway.
Yes. Let's not forget there are splicers in the city. People who like to splice their DNA with animal DNA, like hyenas. I mean, there was an instance back a few years. We could say that there's some of those around and that they scampered.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Can we try and use the Sandman for something? He's still under my influence until the end of the night. I can command him to do anything.
Can he bury the corpses?
if then the cops will say, "But where are the corpses? There's all the blood but no corpses."
Yeah.
Clean it up, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not
Cops are
usually
on
on
the way.
this end of it.
No, I understand. I'm not trying to be mean. My apologies.
Sorry, I'm just a little bit tense right now.
So,
I understand.
I think we all are.
all right, Anthony, can you calm the birds, please?
Of course, mistress. And he hobbles over slowly, not trying to rip his wounds up even further.
Thank you, and I'll send Dr. Class there to see to your wounds.
Thank you. And he'll go to the aviary and try his best to calm the birds down.
We can burn them.
Again, the police will look for body.
They will still be intact, just burned.
You want to burn your bar down?
No, but I don't want any more controversy surrounding my name in the Elysium. I've had enough of that. I'll see if Jason can do anything. He's still upstairs.
If that's a road you want to go. But yeah,
We
I don't think there's not a lot of other ways.
we do have the options of using their own weapons to hide whatever supernatural wounds we gave them.
Pardon?
Like say that, oh, this guy has gashes on his chest. Use a shotgun. Hide the evidence. Blast it away, so to speak.
That's the best we can do, I think. But I think you and I will have to convince the doctors that this is shotgun wounds, even if they're shot.
Yeah.
I think we can convince anyone if we really put our minds to it.
I do think you would be better at that than I. Well, in some
We
ways.
will have to find a way to be diagnosing these dead bodies. It should be us who diagnose them, not another doctor.
Yes.
I will try to get some favors to make sure that the humans is not now.
And I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
We're trying to figure out how to conceal the supernatural wounds on the bodies, and we're trying to find a way how to make the indoor security cameras malfunction so that what happened is not caught on camera.
Clayface is starting to dematerialize.
What?
Said he is starting to shrivel away into dust.
Who?
Clayface.
Oh, Clayface. That's interesting. What are you going to do with him?
Well, I can give him a command, I suppose. But what would that be?
Tell us why he was here?
Can he even talk if he's sand? Brandon?
Are you sure?
Oh no. Why are you here?
No response. Kind of happens when you're sand and now you're turning into dust.
Come on, I had the whole night to command this creature. You can just take it away from me.
It is a. To be fair, it was not the actual Clayface. As you can see now, when the fragments start to chip and dust away, you see a form start to emit from amongst the sand and the mud. The mud and sand roll away to reveal a a naked human. Dead.
Oh shit.
Do we know who it is?
He was a patron of yours, not a common one, but just a kind of random guy who came in every now and then. I believe his name was Peter.
In all honesty, would I have noticed him?
Well, that was the thing, is he hasn't been in your club in a couple weeks.
Whoa, looks like we've got another ghost for you to interrogate.
Okay, are we burning this place down or no? What?
No.
Just keeping them as it is, and then me and Mr.
Just-
Doctor will
Just
have to.
conceal the wounds as well as we can.
Okay, he gets a shotgun.
We'll
Yeah, Mr.
destroy the security system that's just installed, and we'll manipulate the doctors. With
Jason
Uh,
kind of Jason
Pop,
pipes up. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah. The only thing I want to add is, since my character has got common sense and he's calmed down enough and is at least within earshot, you just hear him shout, "Don't forget gloves, fingerprints, you know, that shit.
I don't think
Thank you."
I don't think the dead ones have to worry about that, by the way.
Yeah, we still
Jason,
get.
We
Yeah.
don't produce
Fingerprints.
any oils, so we don't leave fingerprints unless there is a substance that would like if you touch a place that has like engine oil on it, yeah, you're gonna leave a print because there's something there. But you by itself, you don't produce any oils anymore. You're dead. You can't leave
Jason kind of
fingerprints.
pipes up. He's like, "You don't have to destroy the whole system. I can just wipe it."
Which is a crime. How are we going to justify it?
Joker.
Oh,
I'm
simple.
sure
a
he has
nice-
some type of thing that will wipe the shit out.
Blame it on Joker this time, not Batman, but Joker this time.
Yeah.
What I can do is I can make it look like it was a hack. I can make it look like it fried, but I can do it without destroying the system.
Would an EMP help? You hear him piping up from a distance.
That's kind of what I do, except I put it in limbo, so to speak.
Mr. Jason, these bodies have claw marks.
Mhm.
Do you think it will be help to, well, like if we shoot them with shotgun, and then me and Mr. Doctor here try to convince other doctors that these are not claw marks, these are shotgun blasts.
Indeed, sadly, I do not have any life spheres.
Well, Jason, do what you can about the footage.
Of course.
Well, Creed is going to shuffle around in his stuff and then go, well, it's a good thing that Joker really likes acid. He pulls out several vials.
Creed, what the hell? Police are coming here.
What? Of the wounds with acid.
Oh. Oh, I thought
Makes
you meant
sense.
the acid drug.
No.
Well,
The
sorry.
chemical.
Yeah, let's all get really fucking high. That's the best
No.
idea I could come up with right now.
That'll make it look. Anyway, before we continue this scene, I need to go to Talon. Talon, are you still chasing it?
I'm keeping my distance, but yeah.
Okay. You eventually see him kind of work his way down to the old city. And he goes into his little fun house of a gang hideout. But once he goes into the gang hideout, you can't seem to spot any shadows in there or get in there in any way. You can see the whole surrounding area and everything about it, but not inside the hangout. You know where it
Well,
is?
I've more or less found this destination of his. I'll send a group text to the people whom I have the number for, and that includes Creed, Class, and I'm not going to send it to Zoe because I still think she's mortal, and this is not a mortal thing. I have Andrew's number, but I don't think he's here right now. And I have Harris's, but I also don't think his player's here right now. So it's just a group mic. You know, hey, I don't necessarily know the address of this place, so I'll just send them like an intersection, the two signs or whatever.
Well, you can send the location from
Yeah,
Google Maps.
but I only have one computer, so it's just I'm here, Joker's here.
I think it would be enough. Come on now.
Oh, I guess in a
Well,
cyberpunk setting, yeah,
you-
because
I
it's
mean-
relative.
Yeah, you just type in the address.
Yeah. That's what I mean. He's not gonna go through all Google Maps and all that shit. He's just gonna.
Yeah, I mean, you literally
the
just
text.
look
Yeah,
corner of H.
and it's just Joker's hideout to send. Super simple. How they respond to that is totally up to them, obviously.
Yeah,
but
you're,
I'm not
you're
gonna-
about. You're pretty good. You're pretty far into the old city. You're about maybe. You're about a good 10 miles away.
Okay. I'm gonna borrow the Joker's senses. I can do so for 3 minutes a day, or scene. I'll think it's a day. But anyway,
When
That's
you
what I'm
borrow his senses, do you borrow his mental state?
no, I see through his eyes, I hear through his ears, so on.
Okay.
And fart through his ass.
You
Oh, I
see
do have a
him-
sense of touch, so anyway.
You see through his eyes. You see him grab a syringe, stab it into his hand in this weird place. You hear people talking in the background. Hey, boss, you okay? You see him reach out and grab the throat of one of the goons who said that and rips it out. And then he starts to eat said fallen goon. Like, not suck blood, not
Like a
take
werewolf
essence,
devouring something.
like
kinda.
literally starting to eat something. Yeah.
Jeez.
And roll me a willpower save, please.
Okay. I'll go to the dice channel. Alright, not bad.
By the way, Anthony will be healed at the end of the scene.
Thank you.
So it's a
So,
success.
okay. Talon, you feel something grab at your mind, and it feels awkward. If we were in combat, you would have the tilt stunned, but since we're out of combat, it only happens momentarily. So you are
Okay.
stunned momentarily. And how long can you hold his vision?
3 minutes.
Okay.
And
You
it's
see him
all
walk
his...
over.
Yeah.
You see him walk over to a mirror. Let me roll for this. What is your composure right now?
3. Yeah. Is he affecting my mind?
He is not going to affect your mind in any way.
Okay.
He is technically scanning you. He looks at the mirror. Looks up into it. Talon. Fiore.
You cut out there. You just said Talon's name?
Yeah, he looks up in the mirror and says your name.
Okay. I'm still in a shadow, so if he's scrying or anything like that, it would be a clash of wills. But other than that, I can't communicate with him. If he's expecting a response, he can't get one.
He just doesn't say anything. 3 minutes ends.
All right. Because I have the others, I have several others marked with needs must. Are they? This is more a question for the players, but are you guys coming? Like, are you getting closer to me at all, or no?
We're dealing with a massive cover up.
Yeah,
I don't think
They're,
we're going
they're, they're yeah, they're all of them are back at the club. Not
No worries. I'll just keep bouncing around Shadows then, because since it's reflexive, to make it harder for him to find me if he decides to look for me. But in the meantime, I'm just kind of staying in the area until I get some kind of response. I won't stay forever, like the whole night or day or anything, but give them time. Like I realize that a shitstorm just happened, so I'll give them time to like check their phones, deal with that situation.
All right, so you become the shadow. Eventually, back at the club, you also notice outside that not only are there a lot of people who were shot by your security, there's also seems to be a vehicle that they arrived in that they were going to use to try and, I guess, blow up your club, since it's appears to be an anti-riot vehicle. Don't know how the Joker's got a hold of that. But apparently that was disabled, and there are a couple men hanging from wires from street poles, upside down. Also, there are a lot of bats nearby, flying around all over the place. You also notice that none of the goons that are outside have any cell phones on them. So, you guys are going to cover stuff up. I won't have any rules for it, just because, in all honesty, at this point, you guys do everything basically properly. It's pretty easy to make it look like, a shootout. Not to mention, this is a well-known establishment. There are several people here with a lot of resources, and there are several people here with connections to the police. So, with that, the police show up. Everyone talks or chats how they do.
Creed makes himself scarce when the police show up.
Mm-hmm. After so-and-so amount of time, due to the fact it's the future and cleanups and crime scenes are a lot easier to analyze, everything is cleaned up in 4 hours.
William is probably going to try to disappear from this area because he's covered with blood from head to toe.
There's
like
literally a
drenched in it.
shower upstairs. God damn it.
Yeah, but how long would it take for the police to get here? Like
Gotham,
after the fight?
probably 3 hours.
With a high ending statuses, I think it would be pretty quicker.
And Talon, just for the reference, something did try to do that to you, but it lost due to your layer trait, so nothing is tracking you. Nothing is following you.
Creed will respond to the text that cleanup will probably take a while longer, but he'll see who he can round up for the Joker run.
I guess William is going to take a very, very quick shower before the police comes, and he will agree to come with you, I suppose.
By the way, everyone got 2 XP for that fight.
Nice.
Despite the fact that I rolled like shit again with my boss.
Super exciting. You know what? This is the first time I've had a DM that doesn't roll like an actual fucking god, so thanks.
Mm-hmm. I rolled absolutely horrible with all of my guys.
Does that happen often with you?
Yes.
I'm not trying to like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
literally,
man.
in the instances where I never have like anything strong come at you, like I literally, if I throw an insect at you, they roll like gods. If I throw like the Joker or like an asinine boss, they roll like shit. So maybe I should just start throwing ladybugs at you guys. Shit at me.
Oh, Jerry.
All right. I do have. So lots of stuff is happening now, and I have stuff to go do. So I will eventually wrap this scene up pretty quickly here because we've been playing for a while. Like I said, you guys all get 2 XP. You guys.
Can I get the Joker's address? Is that okay?
Oh, no, he sent that to you guys.
It was a group text.
That's all I
listed
need.
off in my head.
So you all all get 2 XP. Sorry for the confusion. I apologize to Klaus. I thought I was clear earlier when I told you that stuff a couple sessions ago. That was my fault.
Yeah. I'd like it
Um,
written because I don't.
I'm doing that right now. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to interrupt again.
And 600H is the address.
I'd like
for
it
the police.
what change you've made to my forms and shit because.
Oh, okay. I'll type it to you.
Yeah, please.
Also, when the police come up, there aren't many questions asked. You're a little bit suspicious about that, Tatiana, and you think you know who may have actually influenced that, but
Yeah.
Before you go, I'm gonna roll to see if my harmony goes down from killing all those people. Let's see. It doesn't. Neat.
So I guessing then that Jason's meeting is Anthony's meeting is going to be held off until tonight.
What meeting?
Anthony needs to meet with his real masters.
Well, we have a bunch of meetings that need to be happening. So we have that. We have the one with the mummy with Rexford, but he needs to be here in order to do that. We have the mother. We have Rachel. We have so many shit that we need to do.
Just to get back to this session, when the police arrive and all that shit, I'm going to deliberately not heal myself while I'm here until I get home, and I'm gonna be basically gonna be playing the the sweet, confused, scared innocent bystander.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I would have ordered the guards to escort the people out from the back so that they're safe.
Basically gonna be acting like I'm scared, but I'm gonna be trying to help whatever mortals might have been hurt in this entire thing.
Yep. So, as a declaration, you go there, and yes, I will get to the scenes later today when I can. If not today, then tomorrow, certainly. I'll probably wind up doing Jason's scene later just because it kind of makes sense that he would actually go a little bit later now after what's happened. Anyway, so that happens. Klaus, you go home.
Yeah. And what?
You have sustained damage.
Yes. It looks very confused. Looks like yes.
You understood?
That was not a wise decision.
I won't stay. Don't worry about that.
We'll stay.
Wait, what did you say this time?
It will stay, and they will find. Cannot hide anymore.
They will find me. Is that what it says?
Yes.
I think it says they will find you. You can't hide anymore.
They will find you. You cannot hide anymore.
Damn, I'm good.
Well, thankfully he has a werewolf roommate at the moment, so yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try and heal it anyways.
And that
It's
will
just
be
because- Yeah.
that will be the closing scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another session in Gotham by Night.